Right. Last time on Out of the Abyss, you all entered. Jesus Christ, Leo.
That's what it was.
It's already setting the scene. We're terrified.
The screams of suffering humanoids have been echoing in your minds as you entered the Garden of Welcome, a terrace that is populated by the overgrown, trapped bodies of the victims of Zukt Moy. You were confronted here by what once was a Myconid, master of one of the circles. But you defeated him. But not before rescuing your long-lost companion, Sereth, who has been infected by Zukt Moy's evil demonic spores. You cured him, but the price of his ailment has had some permanent effects. And he's now blind, and he seems to be fairly unable to walk right now, as most of his legs and arms have been eaten away by the parasitic fungal infection. He was very, very grateful and surprised that you made the effort to rescue him. No one's ever stuck their neck out for him before like that. And as you had this little rendezvous, you were suddenly interrupted by an entourage of strange fungal creatures, large, hulking figures, vaguely humanoid in shape, but completely made of mold and fungus, walking through the garden towards you, singing a strange yet somewhat familiar melody, though for the first time with lyrics. And it sounds like a wedding song. And you all freeze up in terror as 12 bridesmaids and 6 chamberlains solemnly march 2 by 2 into the garden and start to encircle where you guys are. They have not regarded you, as far as you can tell. It is very hard to see what they are looking at. They are a mess, quite a mess to look at. In fact, you can only tell Chamberlain from Bridesmaid from their attire. Is it clothing or is it tresses of Mysonian fibers and threads woven together to appear like bridal veils and suit and ties, almost? It's hard to say. And for the next 10 minutes, Anazira can't help but speak the first thing on her mind, which is...
Is this a funeral? They look so cute though. Look at their clothes.
No, this is supposed to be a wedding, I'm assuming.
Then why are they all so sad sounding? Like, this sounds very sad. Is this not a consensual wedding? Like, are they being forced to marry?
It's not supposed to be a happy affair.
Anazira, you pick up the sound of the song and you realize the melody is actually, the lyrics are quite happy. From rocky bed, the toadstool rose. From chaos dark, her love she shows. They are singing joyous words.
Solemnly, though.
Reverently.
Okay. Well, I mean, if this is a wedding, where's the party? Let's get the little excited up in here. Is there food?
As you say that, the ground around you sprouts up. You have to jump back as 3 fungal creatures appear, right sprouting out of the mossy carpeted floor. And they ignore you, but pick up the defeated body of the Myconid you vanquished and drag him over to what looks like a little podium. And you see one chamberlain and one bridesmaid approach as if they were bride and groom.
Did we just kill their priest?
No, we killed one of the
I
brides.
think we just
One of the
gave them
groomsmen.
their dinner.
They drag the body of Yestabrod, the one that you defeated, to behind the podium in the priest's position. And he's like this, dead.
Zombie priest. Let's
And
go.
the 3 fungal figures start moving his arms and his head and his mouth like a puppet.
Are they
Weekend
weekend at
at
Bernie's?
Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's?
Knowledge. We come together, and they start performing a mock wedding between.
A mock wedding.
I
They're
just love that we all
acting
went
it
to Weekend
out.
at Bernie's.
They are performing this mock wedding between
Are we?
Zuktmoy and the big guy. Aramikos. My brain.
Are we at the wedding? Are we at the wedding rehearsal?
This might
I'm
be a rehearsal
still-
dinner, which still should mean food.
Right. Anazira, I will make sure. I'm trying to pretend to be their cook, but I don't know who the actual cook is. So this might be a little difficult for us
Well-
to find food that's edible here.
Myconids are fungus, and so they don't actually eat, I don't think. So there probably won't be any food at a wedding.
Don't they eat
They
dead
said that
things?
They eat
consume the dead.
Oh, it's
Us.
food at a wedding.
You hear a little wheezing voice of Sarah, who's kind of laying there. He's like, "Where are the dinner?"
I don't think I taste any good.
I mean, maybe if we cooked it first. I look over at Jamich, and I'm like,
I'm not cooking bodies. We're not doing that. Not today.
As you guys are having this conversation and you look back at this mock wedding rehearsal, the world around you melts away and you are met with a vision. You are inside a great tower and spiraling stairs and balconies carved into its inner walls, the interior lit by phosphorescent patches of mold growing in whorls. In the center of the open space in this tower floats a humanoid figure, woman-like in form, but made entirely of fungi and mold. She is easily 3 times the height of the fungal bridesmaids that move up and down the spiraling stairs, tending to their giant mistress, and they croon a strange, soothing song as they weave the substance of the giant figure into delicate lichen veils and a long mycelium train, like a bridal gown. I actually have a picture for you.
You think they're a sex-positive couple, or? I'm just saying
I
they might
want
be
to know.
open. All right, we could always ask. I mean, after
Why do
during
you
the
want to
reception.
know?
what? Don't
Just
you?
curious. Yeah, it's
I'm not sure I would particularly like to know whether or not a demon prince is sex positive.
well.
The vision melts
someone's-
away, and you are back in the Garden of Welcome. And the procession finishes their rehearsal, files back up, and starts heading further to the east and around the corner where an eerie light is emanating from, and more of the music, of the melody, wails from. I need everybody to
should-
make a wisdom savings throw.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Are we
that's
still
disturbing.
doing like we had madness last session, correct? Are we still under the effects of that? I'm assuming.
If it was a if it was permanent,
Permanent.
yes. Oh, by the way, yeah.
I forget how much. I'm just
Nick,
gonna say it.
for your madness,
Yeah.
I will be the one to tell you what you see.
Fair.
Okay. It's a very
So
So,
still have
it,
itchiness,
so as
right?
far as
Yeah.
it doesn't happen until you say something happens.
yes,
Correct.
exactly. This isn't just oh yeah, you just see random things. It's going to be specific things.
Fair.
It's going to be very specific things. Yes, this is indefinite madness. As far as you know, this could be with you for the rest of your life, unless you find a way to cure it, if that even
Oh,
exists.
good.
Oh joy.
Just add it onto the stack of curses we're accumulating, I guess.
I wouldn't really call it a curse.
Yeah. I had
Speak
to say
for
oh joy
yourself,
because
I'm
I
not
think
cursed.
I'm about to get one because I just rolled a 6.
Oh well, I just rolled a 3, so
I got a natural 20. I don't know if that's like an important.
Everybody
thing
who
or
rolled
not.
under a 10, will you say who you are?
Anna Zero.
Yaslin?
Just us.
Okay, I'm going to make a note of that.
Uh-oh.
Cora,
I'm gonna blame it on
you
the
were
lit card.
you were going to say something?
Oh, Cora's gonna ask the party. We should stop this? Stop wedding?
I mean, if it's consensual,
Are we?
no, there might be food.
This is a wedding between two demon lords. Are we able to stop this?
It's one
Actually, isn't it?
demon lord.
I'm pretty sure they're marrying another demon lord.
No, they're marrying
Aramikos
the
is not a
mycelial
demon.
area.
Aramikos is the
Oh, yeah,
largest.
then we can totally do it. What are we talking about? They're super powerful beings that are trying to have a ceremony. I don't know what's going on anymore.
If
How can we stop this?
if she marries Aramikos, she will take over the entire the planet, the world, possibly the multiverse.
So, yes, should stop.
Sounds like it.
How
He's
stop?
campaigning to take over the world. Like maybe we should hear him out. Maybe there's a lot more pros than cons to letting them take over the world.
I think
Is there
we're gonna
going
be
to an
dead if they
end?
do.
Right.
Oh.
They want everything to be fungus.
I
Where
feel
did
like
you get that breadstick? I check my pouch.
I feel like Anazira hasn't been paying attention.
No, I mean I'm just kind of hungry, and that you can eat fungus. It's delicious, like mushrooms and all kinds of moss sproutlings.
Yeah,
and
Cora
Anna
reaches
Zira-
into her bag and she pulls out 2 handfuls of moss and gives it to Anazira to eat.
Nicole
Anazira eats
does.
it.
Nicole pulls out the jerky that he has from his rations and just like shoves it at her.
We don't. Oh right.
I also
Yes,
eat that.
Anazir needs to eat. That's fine. But we also need to figure out a plan on how we're gonna stop this because I'm not going in there soap opera wedding style and saying that I'm the secret brother, long lost twin or whatever, and trying to stop a wedding. We need a
Everybody
plan.
roll
Quite
roll
object.
perception. Everybody.
I like Cora's idea.
Object
You-
to wedding.
You know,
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes.
you say perception?
Perception. Furry friends.
Ojoli played this card, J. Mitch, to
J.
contribute
Mitch.
to the madness.
Thank you so
Oh, no.
much. Anazira, you are no longer
Thanks,
the effect.
Fajoli.
Fajoli, thank you. I like how my little eyes were popping out through the cards window because I haven't added the artwork yet.
So wait.
I think it's
what
better
was
that way.
the roll?
So, it was a perception roll. So far, Yaslin is winning. I like how I said winning. I didn't mean winning. It rolled the highest. Thank you, Fajoli. Remember, guys, this is your time to test out the cards and give me feedback after. And I think the winner of the Golden Buzzer is going to get a pack of cards.
I agree with Cora. We should disrupt the wedding somehow. Saying object works, but that requires us to wait to the very end of the ceremony, right? Like, what if we just remove the priest, which we've already killed? How will they
Mitch,
get married without the priest?
you notice scuttling around your feet are teeny tiny little fuzzy puffballs that have big, cute, adorable eyes. And they're all just kind of climbing out of the moss and gathering around you. And just looking up at you.
What the fuck is going Hello?
Landshark X played this card. Cora objects strongly.
Oh, Cora.
What are you objecting to?
The wedding.
The wedding?
Cora, you just got a D4 that you can use to add to an attack roll, a savings throw, or a skill check.
Yes.
It's like a
I'm gonna
bardic
use it to my-
inspiration.
I'm gonna use it to my objection when I bust through the doors.
You know,
Thank you
if
so
we
much.
actually, if we want to stop the wedding, based on our past experience, probably the best way we're going to do it is we can get Demon Gorgon to come here like we did at Gracklestone.
Let's not have our main plan be to attract more demon lords
Yaslin.
to us.
Your eye drifts off, and you notice, probably now about 80 feet away from you, towards the east, rounding the corner, is Hemlock. Just fluttering. You just see the
What's
wing.
Hemlock doing?
Where did they go? I thought they were with us.
They're
Where
over
is
there.
Hemlock going?
Hemlock.
Hey,
They don't answer.
hey, Hemlock.
They go across.
Hemlock.
They go over around the corner.
Hemlock. Go to object. No, Cora object. And she runs after
I
Hemlock.
chase as well.
We all
Lucius
chased.
also
Yeah, we're all
chases.
chasing.
And Azira's still looking at the
Actually, no.
body of the thing, kind of
Yasmin will
wanting to eat
stay.
it.
Yasmin will stay with Seraph to make sure he's okay.
You're not going.
Well, everyone chases.
Okay, so you're gonna
No,
stay with
yes.
Sarah.
And
Yeah.
Azira are staying too.
All right. Who's going?
Lucius.
Cora, Lucius,
Nicole.
Nicole,
Yeah, Jamish is going as well.
Jamich. What about you, Kothar?
I was tending to Sarah's wound, so I'm staying.
Okay. So just to remind me, Cora, Lucius, Nicole, and Jamich. You guys are going. You four.
Right.
Gotcha. You turn the corner and you walk into a new cavern that is even taller and more massive than the garden that you were once in. It is completely overgrown, glowing with an eerie light. You have no clear reference of how tall it is except for one single giant mushroom tower. Thousands of smaller fungi cling to its main stalk, which itself splits into several lesser stalks, each long enough with a cap big enough to be the top of a great tower. The cavern floor surrounding the stalk is covered by a carpet of fungi, and an eerie luminescence pours through the slitted windows carved into the trunk, with the same cacophony of atonal music heard earlier echoing within. The stench of rot and decay warps around you, seemingly threatening to penetrate your flesh and pervade your soul. The tower lies beyond, and a great valley lays before you that dips down. Hundreds of mounds, like the ones in the garden before, but more completely covered. And you hear just moans and cries and sobs. And almost as if on cue, a mound that you didn't quite realize was right next to you poofs open. And I lost my place.
Do we see Hemlock anywhere?
Not yet. Hold on.
Okay.
You see something else.
We need to be fully horrified first.
Yes, I need to traumatize you. One of the
Okay,
lumps
fair.
closest to you bubbles up and bursts. Nicole, you feel it spatter against your flesh. A dense cloud of spores poofs up, and you're able to waft it away and cover your mouth, and you see trapped inside what might have been a drow, but completely where fungus begins and drow ends, you cannot tell. It is almost completely taken over, except for its mouth wide open, for it has no more flesh to close its mouth, and its eyes wide. It is moaning so wretchedly. And it's screaming in agony. It's thrashing and wriggling. And finally, Nicole, it makes eye contact with you for a second. And then it stops. And then its eyes roll back, almost like it's in ecstasy, before it slumps down and body crumbles down into the mucky ground and becomes one with the sediment. And I need you to make a wisdom savings throw.
Okay.
It was terrifying, but you kind of shrug it off a little bit. You're looking for Hemlock?
Were there any effects from the spores? Like, do we feel different?
You don't feel... It was more like... but you're not sure.
I didn't
It
quite
is-
enjoy that.
And that's when you realize that every mound here wriggling and moaning is an unfortunate soul being eaten alive. It is the dinner party.
Poor unfortunate soul.
I think we found the caterers.
They're all people?
This is unlike anything I've ever seen.
I think
It's a little terrifying.
they were people.
Where did Hemlock go?
You look ahead. You see figures moving among the lumps. Dancing figures. And then a little fluttering bioluminescent fairy, a little Luna Moth fairy, heading straight towards the tower, passing by the other figures.
I immediately run towards the lunar moth.
You guys start running, but you realize there's a lot of movement here, and almost like they're blocking your way but ignoring you. Several humanoid species, hook horrors, drows, quaggoths, even some nothics, completely fungled over, are, at first it looks like they're just dancing in revelry, like they're enjoying a wedding party. They're laughing and dancing, and you hear voices like, wow, Philo sure knows how to throw a party. This is amazing, to the bride and groom. But as you look, you see that their faces are not matching the movements and the revelry and the sounds that they are making. There's a Durgar who's dancing and talking, but vomiting every few seconds and then keeps dancing. There is a drow whose face, he is just terror and agony on his face as he's moving around and dancing. And you see in the muddy, sloshy sediment, the ooze, out comes a form. The drow that you saw suffer, Nicole, appears and starts dancing with the rest of them. Everybody,
Salmon Bymont played this card.
Selman says, have a drink, hydrate, maybe have something stronger.
Jesus. I'm just shouting, Hemlock! Hemlock! And seeing that like these people are like actively trying to
They
go after
are
us.
completely ignoring you.
Right. So I just start like running in and shouting, Hemlock, come back! Where are you going?
Hemlock,
Emma!
Hemlock, you hear Hemlock kind of muttering to themselves in that cheerful, oh, well, this is so interesting. Oh, this is definitely the way we should be going. Oh, we must see the bride. The bride calls. The bride is calling. We must see. And Hemlock enters the tower.
We hear that?
Yeah, oh, Hemlock enters the tower.
I guess fireballing the tower is not an option anymore.
We don't have our sorcerer with us.
And she doesn't miss
What-
fireball anyway.
What? How far is the tower from us?
say it's probably. I'm really bad at guesstimating distances. It's far enough that it would take you a bit to jog over, but close enough that you could see Hemlock's little body fluttering inside.
Is like, did they just go through the door, right? There's no like, okay, I run after.
Cora's gonna look at Nakul like, what should we do? Should we go? Should we grab the party?
Nakul is kind of scrambling backwards from after seeing the form like come up, and
She's gonna notice this on Nakul's face, and she's gonna grab his arm and just drag him, like pull him towards the tower door as well.
no, we should go get the
Contest
rest
of
of them.
Okay.
There's no time to get the rest of them. I just keep
could they
charging.
hear Cora's voice if she yelled?
If you made the sound of a rock,
Yeah. But like the sound of like the whistle that she has, that is like,
yeah, they would be close enough to hear that.
okay, she's gonna do it, but she's gonna play it in a tune that sounds like people would know it was Cora, like do 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 do. Yeah. She hears Anazira respond back like nah.
And Azira thinks that this means that there's probably food in the other room, and Cora's looking out for me and telling me there's food.
Anazira, I need to scare Anazira more because she's way too cheerful for this this scene.
Well, I haven't walked into the room yet, so
You did see some other shit in that room, though.
It sounds like they might need us. What can we do with Seraph?
We're
We
gonna
can't
have
just
to
leave him
bring
here.
We have to bring him with us.
I'll get them. I'll get them, and I pick Sarah up.
Scrag is with you.
Carefully, carefully, carefully.
Drag.
Gentle.
I can get him. I've been wanting
No,
to use him.
Anazira's got him. Anazira's got him. But
I've
like-
got them.
What?
I'm like
I can
carefully,
do it.
like shuffling.
Okay, fine. You,
Greg just wants to help.
Sereth is like being princess held by you.
How you feeling, handsome? You feeling okay?
Never better. He's just staring blankly in a direction, kind of like grimacing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, we have
Sean 1SD played this card for Anazira.
Anazira. As you're walking, little fluffy puffballs with big old eyes start following you and start kind of like scuttling around you. Just little, they're like midnight black, so black that you can't even see the
like
shape
little
of them.
soot-
Little soot sprite.
Little
Yeah,
sprites,
Just
like
from Spirited Away.
Big old eyes. And you hear him.
Are they like around my feet too? Like
Yeah.
can I feel them on my feet?
No, they're not touching you. Every time you go to take a
Okay.
step, they spread open and then you step like, and then they come and they're just following you. J-Mitch, these are also following you.
Do we see them? Does everybody?
Yeah.
see
Yes,
them?
everyone
that's-
sees these.
What
They're
the hell
so
are those?
cute. I'm so
What
glad
are
they're
they?
moving. I would feel so bad if I stepped on one. You
I
think
mean, they
they
look
would
amazing,
be
but
sticky?
what are they?
I don't know, and I don't trust it since we're in this place.
Do you think they're hungry too? And a look of concern crosses Anazira's face. Do you think they eat people?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Please don't ask them.
I don't know. It might be a good question to ask so that we know to avoid it.
You all get the sense that they are just a little friendly, furry friend that has been summoned by the chat.
What's a chat?
The observing deity.
It's like the footnotes in the book. That's what the chat is.
Oh, I think
You
I
know.
Or
You
starts
just
playing the
run
Jeopardy
walls.
song, the theme on her flute. Do, 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 do,
I-
So we catch up with the party, and I put Seraph down because he's heavy.
He is very
And I-
small compared to you.
And
And he's missing most of his legs.
Oh,
I
no.
did pick up a soot sprite though, and I like shoved it into the feathers of my mane.
It's just wrapping around there and it goes to work immediately to make a nest.
My friend now, my
J-Mitch.
pal, my good time boy.
You catch up with Hemlock. Hemlock is standing in the doorway, staring straight up. This looks like Big Morris. A great
Hemlock,
tower.
you can't run off like that. You have to stay with the party.
Oh, when'd you get here? Well, isn't this amazing? This place is a fungal paradise. The
Yes,
garden
Hemlock,
outside.
we know we have to go over to the wedding and try and stop it now.
I don't think the
We could
wedding
really
is
use your help.
happening right now. I think it is in the future. 'Cause look, she still has much to do. And she points. And there, standing, floating in the hollowed out stalk of this enormous tall mushroom is Zucht Moy, just like the vision you had. Hundreds of bridesmaids weaving her lichen into a veil that is hanging, and she seems to be in a meditative trance, floating.
Hemlock,
Well,
we'll
she
grab
hasn't
samples
noticed
later,
this.
but right now we need to go.
Did we hear what they were saying too, Hemlock and J-Mitch?
J-Mitch and Hemlock have gone ahead.
Okay.
You all are meeting up with.
Can we see the giant form now too?
You have
or
not
no?
gone inside. You have to go inside.
Okay.
I'm not going here.
Let's
Go
go
in
in.
there.
I'm like grabbing Hemlock, trying to pull them out.
Hemlock
Cora's
doesn't
looking
want to
at
move.
Nicole.
He's
Cora's
very
looking-
reluctantly going forward as you're pulling him forward.
I pick Seraph back up and I follow.
Cora opens the door.
You see Zucht Moy. She is as large as Demogorgon was, though long, slender, with this trail of a lichen wedding veil hanging all the way to the floor, though she is suspended maybe 100 feet in the air, taking up the whole space, with the little staircases wrapping around, carved into the walls, and the bridesmaids tending to her. They haven't noticed you yet, but a voice enters your heads. Who interrupts me during my preparations?
We have to leave. I see like the party, like I make eye contact with the party and I'm just like, go.
Don't you
Good.
know it is very bad luck to see the bride before her wedding?
Kothar
Are we all
silently
hearing
points
this
at
part?
All of you.
Hemlock and looks at J-Mitch like,
And Azera responds to her. That's only the groom who's not supposed to see you. You look lovely, if I might say.
Oh,
I might
God.
add. Absolute
Hemlock, we have
fantastic
to
choice
go.
of fashion.
Hemlock
You
starts to
look great.
flutter upwards, staring, and you hear, "This one is different. This one might understand."
Apple is underscore played this card on J-Mitch.
Uh-oh. What a time.
Extra chunk.
What a time for this card to be played. J-Mitch, you are now going to be getting advantage on all persuasion rolls for the next 10 minutes.
Oh no.
But
Oh,
before that
great.
happens, you still hear her. This one understands our ways. This one would be an excellent addition to the family. And Hemlock flutters all the way up. And Zucht Moy does not move. She is in meditation.
Object! Cora, object!
So cute.
She's just like on the ground, like looking up at her friend getting taken up. She's object!
They're stealing our fairy.
She's not
Cora's
really.
gonna reach overhead and try to just start like jumping and trying to grab at Hemlock. Obviously.
Yeah,
she can't
you're
reach.
like, no.
Feelings the word.
Hemlock's face has gone from curious and attentive to just kind of, and Hemlock goes into their symbiotic form, and it encompasses them. join my bridesmaids. You will be a great general in the wars to come. But first you need to get ready. And Hemlock approaches two of the bridesmaids, who take them by both hands and guide Hemlock away to another tower. Now, as for the rest of you, I think it is time you leave me to my preparations.
Absolutely, we will. Just a bit of a mix-up. We were over at this tent A, and they were told us to come over here. We'll be out of your hair momentarily. Let's go, guys.
And Azura calls out, your lace looks lovely, but you should probably tell them to put a little bit more patterns into it. You know, you're obviously a goddess
Anazira,
and you're...
make a wisdom savings throw.
I'm still being affected by the card, right? Like, I'm just...
No,
shouting out
that ended like 30 minutes ago.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm not gonna retcon it though, because like I feel like
No,
Anazira would
100%,
try
yeah.
to getting more details into the lace to slow down her progression. You know.
I think
Saving
Lucius
wisdom.
would speak out at this point and be like, "But can we have our friend back first?" Before we
Not 20.
go?"
Holy shit.
shit,
You,
good shit.
you.
I'm convincing her. I'm like, there's these beautiful patterns I saw the other day that have floral and organic, beautiful. You could do something very mushroomy in the pattern of the lace work. Just, you know, you deserve it. Don't let them skimp on you. You're queen. Get it. Slay.
As you're shouting, all of the bridesmaids shift their gaze and lock onto you.
And it's
Well, you know I'm right.
time to go.
And they
All right, back
start shuffling down the spiral stairs, and you hear this awful shuffling. And you hear voices, very rude, very rude. You shouldn't be here. You interrupt the mistress. You interrupt the mistress. We must take you. We need more for the wedding feast. Go, go, go,
We'll
go,
be
go, go,
be
go,
at the
go.
wedding. Lovely dress. Sorry for the interruption. And I'm like trying to physically pull Anazira away, which is hilarious because
And
I
I'm going
can't.
with him because I'm like, hey.
And Lucius
Sarah
grabs
is like,
Cora properly.
Sarah is muttering, please, let's leave. Please, please, for the love of God, please.
Let's get out of here.
You're gonna kill Sarah, oh my god.
I'm following J-Mitch.
You just traumatized Sarah. I forgot you were holding him.
Sarah's like, please leave, please let's go. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this. I've already known what it feels like to be eaten by them. Half of me is gone, please. I can't see anymore. And he's just full on sobbing.
Kothar is gonna walk up to Scrag and just quietly say, "Can you take him from Anazira?"
Yeah. I think we should get out of here immediately. Like immediately.
And
Agreed.
I hand Sarah off so I can like hold my glaive as I'm running, as I'm following J-Mitch. I'm like, yes, I'm ready to cut
Are
these
all of the
bitches
sailor
down.
sprouts with the Basidia? Did we leave them? I forget. I think so. All the
Yes.
littles.
I
Okay.
think we did.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
we
making
didn't
sure.
want them to be in danger.
Oh yeah, good choice. Cause woof. You
Murdered the
all,
rest of our party,
you
not the young ones.
all
They're on the boat.
feel like you need to get the fuck out.
We need to get the fuck.
You need
So
to
are we
get the
stopping
fuck
this
out.
wedding or are we ditching the wedding?
You're
'Cause now
running.
Wedding is not
We're
happening
going
right
back
now.
for that.
But Hemlock, we can't just leave Hemlock. Clearly, they-
Scrag
Yeah.
grabs you by the wrist and you all run right as the scuttling, a horde of these shambling fungal creatures are coming at you, their voices overbearing, your head echoing voices. You feel like the effects of the demonic charm are attempting to penetrate your mental barriers, trying to take control of your will. And you feel the need to separate yourself immediately. And you run past the moaning lumps in the earth, past the dancing, frolicking guests who are commenting on what a wonderful wedding it shall be. And Philo has done such a great job. Cheers to Philo. And it will be a paradise. You run through the screaming and the moaning, getting lower and lower as you burst through back into the Garden of Welcome, back out of the terrace, and down the ramps into the Neverlight Grove, where it feels much quieter.
Can we still hear the music?
It is as it was before, just a gentle humming coming from the distance. And you see other Myconans just doing what they were doing before they left. The Master of Circles, or the Circle of Masters that waved to you as you left, waved to you as you come back and go back to their melding and their business.
I
Let's not do that ever again.
I hate that we left Hemlock behind, but we're no good to her if we don't survive.
I agree.
Sereth wheezes. Sounds like they had use of her more than food. Maybe we can talk to the stone speakers again. They can find out stuff where people are, the past, the present, the future.
I have some bad news regarding that.
What?
We don't know if the town is still standing.
Was taken by the Demigorgon when we left.
What? Demogorgon is in Gracklestuck?
It
As far
is
as we
now.
know.
Yes,
Or at least
but
it was when we left.
Cora make good friends with King Droki of Gracklestook.
King Droki. Droki, isn't that that bugger that we was chasing?
Kothar whispers to Sereth.
We have a lot to catch up with.
We don't know if he's the king. He's probably
Listen. We don't need to.
Probably the king.
We need to discuss a plan on how to break up this wedding. Because if we just run in there and say I object, we're going to die.
Maybe.
We're not going. Hemlock is gone now.
I don't think that just coming up with a plan to stop a demon wedding is going to be very effective. Maybe we need to find that library.
Let's
We
go
need
look for
help.
the library.
Is there anything
Find
that
a
you remember,
plan at the library.
Sereth, from when you were?
Oh, when I was
isn't
being
with the
eaten
magic.
alive by mold and
Yeah.
I remember way too much. Is there anything specific you'd like me to remember?
Any information regarding the wedding when it's happening?
Like maybe what the ritual might be like.
I don't think it's gonna be for a while. I don't even think Aramikos even knows of the existence of Zuktmoy, because I don't think Aramikos has a little sentient. It's hard to tell. It's a giant continent-sized mushroom colony with one consciousness.
What if we convinced it to marry one of us instead?
What are you talking about?
Most likely candidate would have been
married.
the most likely candidate would have been Hemlock, and also we don't know if they're polygamous or open to a
Cora
polygamous.
immediately disguises self as Zuktmoy.
Please, not in front. Oh God.
Convince
Thank God you're
Aramikos
blind.
to marry
Oh,
one
good
of us.
Lord.
Convince
No,
Aramikos to marry one of us. That is.
I think that is the stupidest idea.
I think that's the funniest thing that has ever been said on Out of the Abyss.
Yeah,
Um,
actually.
It's up there
I
with
mean-
trying to romance Demogorgon.
Can you imagine though if
Shocked
we
that
agreed
Jamich
to it?
did not try
Trying.
romance.
Ultimate sugar daddy. Like it would be awesome.
It'd be like, okay,
shocked.
let me give you an example of what that'd be like. That'd be like
Okay.
being married to Chandler, Arizona.
Oh, Chandler though. Really, Chandler?
Don't know who that
You
is.
It's
I mean,
No
it
idea.
could
It's a
have at least
town.
been Scottsdale with
it's
the
a
money,
town.
like-
It's like
Chandler?
being married to a location. The reason
I'd be okay with Tempe.
the
but,
reason
like,
so this
Chandler-
marriage it's all dribble. All she wants to do is meld her essence with the largest fungal force on this
Right.
plane and gain
And
all the
how do we
powers.
Trick her so-
stop that?
We
We
need
should
to
trick her into
find
melding with something else.
you want
It's
to
not going to work.
we need to talk to someone who knows a little bit more than, and he gestures vaguely because he can't see.
I feel like I should also roll like an Arcana check because maybe with all the reading I've done, I would have an idea. I don't know. I personally have no idea.
Go ahead and roll Arcana or History.
I agree. We should probably go to the library.
Do we even know where the library is?
Raven Hollow.
You're so
Do you know where that is?
Nope.
You're
I
very
have no
smart.
idea.
girl.
Anazira, yeah, you don't know.
I know
West
shit.
of Worm Riding.
So, wasn't
Stone Speakers
wasn't
don't only
Hemlock-
have a place in Gracklestoke. We could find another one of their cabins.
Sarah,
She's
do
just
you
a
know where
megaphone
the
now. She's like,
360 miles from Gauntlgrim. Secret tunnel.
Holy shit, that's amazing. That's
I think
amazing.
there's a song that goes with that.
feel like-
Secret tunnel.
yeah.
You're so good at note taking. You're better than I am at note taking.
Right. Cora, do you know the way? Can you take us there?
Cora, I think Jamich from Gauntlgrim. Yes.
Right.
Cora don't know way, but Cora know 360 miles from Gauntlgrim. And
That's-
secret tunnel.
If we need to get to Guntelgrim, we need to get to Blangdenstown.
And for
Oh,
that, we need to go
we're
across
spouting
the
off a
lake
lot
again.
of city names. Where are we going?
And also, Grundlegrim, didn't we leave a riot in its midst?
That's
That's
Gracklestone.
Gracklestoke.
Oh,
Yeah, Guntelgrim.
I know. I get it mixed up all the time.
Just
And I'm from
Gauntlgrim.
Gauntlgrim. Yeah, I know.
I think
Maybe
we also
could find map in Gauntlgrim.
Sareth, you're a guy. Do you know a way?
Where are we trying to go? Guntelgrim?
We're trying to go. I thought we were going to Ravenloft.
We're going to
Ravenloft.
find a
what?
library somewhere?
Right? Graven Hollow, not Ravenloft.
Ravenhollow.
Ravenloft is a
Ravenhollow.
domain. The domains of dread.
Seeing
That's.
Strahd?
I mean, running away to Ravenloft might not be a bad idea. After what? We have 2 demon lords in my Underdark.
There might be 3.
We've actually had
That'd
a
be
3.
Probably
3?
more. We need to find out a way to stop the lady from merging with the mushrooms. I don't know how to even speak these sentences at this point. We need more research.
Yeah, we need some assistance, some help. This is really bad news.
We also should try and find a way. I feel. Yeah, we have to find a way to save Hemlock.
Agreed.
We have to find
do.
that luck.
Well, we can find out
They
where
need our help
Hemlock
more than
is.
ever.
We need to maybe divination. Does anyone have any
learned that from books,
divination
though, right?
abilities? Could do some
What do
kind
we
of
need?
ritual, find out where they are taking her.
Like a scry.
I have
Yeah.
detect magic.
That's not gonna do much.
Yeah.
That's
Only,
none of
only
our
thing I have.
specialties.
I
Only
can
thing I have is
do-
detect magic.
We need to
I
find
can-
a prophet.
I
Do you know of
cast.
one?
I can cast sending on Hemlock.
Send it.
That's
Ooh.
I
awesome.
don't.
Tell
Right.
I don't know that's going to be that helpful. She didn't seem to be very with it.
Right, but any information we can get could help.
That's also assuming she's willing to share information because she seems rather not herself.
When has
We
Hemlock
can-
ever felt like a normal thing?
We didn't say
more so
normal.
than
Said like
right
himself.
now.
But I mean, is
If
there any
anybody else
chance-
has any other suggestions, I feel like
Suddenly,
this-
a poof of spores whops you all in the face. And Philo is standing before you, tilting their head. You are back. Did you see the paradise? What a beautiful surprise.
Oh, pretty.
So pretty. Are you going to stay for the
Mushroom.
wedding?
we need to go out and get a gift before we.
Of course.
When is the wedding, if you don't mind us asking?
Not for several cycles. I think we have so
How
much
long
work
is a
to
cycle?
do. What would you
About-
call it in your language?
hours, days, months, any estimation of time, really.
Lunar cycles, although
Lunar
I guess
I
that's not
don't
really.
think they really have the moon down here.
That's.
We need to
I forget
send,
that. I'm sorry.
It takes lots of time to send. What do you call the people that talk to other people on your behalf?
Ambassadors?
Yeah, kind
Envoys?
of ambassador. Yeah. Let's just use the word ambassador because Scarlet is losing her mind.
Messengers?
Something better than a messenger. Delegates.
Envoy?
Delegates and envoys.
Envoy.
Envoy. We must send envoys to the groom, and there's procedures, and there's politics, but you know, we're doing our best to have everything prepared. Also, the great Igmorgus needs a little bit more growing. It's not quite as big as we would like it. And we need to finish bringing the rest of our fold into our on the same page. So there's still quite a bit of work to do.
Since we are going out to get a gift, would you want us to act as envoys to somewhere?
Oh, that is such a great offer, but I feel like it would be much more appropriate for an envoy of our kind to make the arrangement, as it is more of a fungal on fungal thing. No offense. I just think for political reasons, it would just be more appropriate if we handled it. But you're definitely welcome to find a gift. Maybe invite anybody else you want to the wedding. It is the greatest event of our lifetime. Our generation, our hundreds of generations.
Hopefully we
could
can find a
also-
lot of people to come to the wedding.
Perhaps we could also visit and congratulate the crew, wherever he might be.
Aramikos. Yes, we could send a scout if you would like to see Aramikos. It is very far away, though. It is... Let me pull out the map. Aramikos would be the most closest edge would be 500 miles.
Let's see.
Neverlight?
From Neverlight to the very closest tip of Aramikos. So, to put in perspective, do you know how large the Dark Lake is? It's like...
It's quite big. We were on
I'm
it for a little
unfamiliar
while.
with it.
several hundred square feet. Several hundred square miles, I apologize. Several hundred square miles. About 10 Dark Lakes could fit within Aramikos.
He's a big boy.
He's a wonder to this existence. To meld with the lady. Oh, such a miracle.
Need to figure out our next course of action to find a gift worthy of this procession, and also to invite more people. We would also like to do research so we are respectful of the customs. Where's the nearest, biggest library?
Unfortunately, I would not know. My kind does not keep knowledge the way your kind does, through libraries.
Do you have like a storyteller, historian type person that like passes stories along verbally?
I would say that my partner, Basidia, who used to be part of a wandering Myconid troupe before they joined us, would have more experience and knowledge from the outside world. I have lived here my whole life, as my sire and the sire before me, for hundreds of years, has never left this grove.
We should go to talk to Basidia then to see about which way to go.
Yes, I think I saw Basidia gathering near the circle of explorers.
We shall head that way. Thank you.
They bow very politely and then moves away. Just.
All right, we got to find where we're going.
Well, we know where that circle is, right? So we're
Yes,
just
so
walking
you
towards there.
all hurry. It's strange. None of the Myconids who are reveling seem to be bothered that you are moving through them or leaving. They don't seem to want to stop you. They are just blissfully making their preparations. and make no efforts to stop you. And you approach and you see Basidia has been packing supplies with the circle of explorers, the circle of hunters, and the sailor sprouts.
Ah, Visidia!
Basidia releases their spores. What did you see?
Nothing good.
Horrors.
Oh dear. It says.
And now we need information.
information.
We also lost one of our own in there.
Where's
as well.
Hemlock? Hemlock! Wait.
Hemlock is doing research for us right now. They'll have to come back later. And is your cat
Make
getting the
a
idea
a deception.
Save, check, skill?
Deception check. It's a skill.
Okay.
Against my insight.
You're lying.
Topsy.
Where?
Topsy.
Where's Hemlock? Mr.
Topsy.
J-Mitch, where's Hemlock? Where's
She was
Topsy.
kidnapped.
What?
She wasn't kidnapped.
What?
She's on a secret mission.
She jumps onto the top of your belly,
undercover.
grabs you by the beard, and puts her face right into your face.
Where's my friend?
Cora is going
They're
to.
on a secret mission.
Roll deception.
They are helping us.
Roll deception.
Cora is going to kneel down at Topsy's level and put her arms out to invite her to come close.
When you say secret mission, she kind of like lets go of your beard, hops down, and then looks at Cora. Her eyes are
Her
big and welling with tears.
So her arms are out.
She comes close, but she doesn't hug you just yet. She goes, "Did something bad happen?"
Cora's gonna wrap her arms around Topsy and just open her mouth and replay the encounter.
Oh.
Oh.
Not the whole thing with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
terrible
yeah,
blah blah
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
Just like
No, I'm just thinking about like if you're playing a video of something terrible.
Emotional damage.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Topsy, who's rigid, she just kind of rests her head against your chest and just listens, her eyes wide, welling with tears.
We're going to save Hemlock. We just need to find a way to do it.
Cora's gonna pat Topsy, and say,
We help our friend.
Why would she want? Oh, of course she would. Hemlock is a genius. They wouldn't want a genius to be a general. Like she said, she wanted a general. Oh, maybe we can predict what she would need. Where would she send? What would she
Topsy,
do?
that would be up to you to figure out.
Who-
You were closer than any of us. To
Who is Zuctamoy's greatest enemy?
Demogorgon?
Chewy books.
Oh,
Perhaps.
slime.
Slime,
That's
yes.
the slime, yes.
Slime.
I see.
You mean like our cube? Our cube friend slime?
We're gonna need somebody bigger than the cube slime.
Different kind of slime.
Oh, Glabagool is most
Faceless one.
definitely affected by the faceless one. Absolutely. He just is friendly about it. Sentience in oozes is very unlikely unless some great demonic power that presides over oozes has given it sentience. I have work to do. I will not let you down.
And she does like a weird salute thing and then rushes over to her stuff to pull out some notebooks and just
We do have to leave as well, so we might have to do that on the road.
Basidia go, "Are we leaving then? Is that
We
your
need to find a
advice?"
library. We need to figure out how to combat this somehow.
And we also have to find more guests.
We don't really
To-
have
to
to do
help.
that.
We're not doing that.
I mean,
As in allies to fight.
right,
Yes,
right,
yeah,
but
Glenn
I'm not
has the right
bringing.
idea. I agree. Allies to fight. Disguise this guest.
Where are we going
Basidia?
then? Yes.
Yeah. Philo say Basidia good at knowing wander. Was wander
Yes, we were nomadic before we settled here.
So,
Can you tell us about the customs that should go into this ceremony so we can think of a way to help stop it?
I don't know how to say this, but marriage is not a Myconid custom. This is
And-
insanity, and I cannot give any advice there, but I could take you to someone who could give advice. Where do you want to go?
Do you know someone who'd be good for advice?
Sarah said the stone seers.
Stone speakers?
Right.
Yes. And big library in Graven Hollow.
I don't know library, but I know stone speakers.
Let's go there then.
But before we go, can you have a look at our friend Sarah, who we found, and see if there's anything that can be done to help him?
Are you talking about Sereth?
Yeah. Did I cut off? I did say
No,
Sarah.
I like spaced out for a sec.
No.
He looks at Sereth. This is your friend. He was once... Looks like he was once a spore servant, but he lives?
Yes.
Never seen a living spore servant before.
He's very
Guess we're
close to
just-
dying.
Guess we're just lucky.
Or unlucky.
Perspective.
I think a healer, but I don't know how to grow limbs back.
Mycelium equivalents, maybe?
Like beg legs.
Oh.
I don't know if he'd want more to do with fungus at the moment.
I think you would have to find a craftsman for that. Make him a something to help him move.
Still?
All right.
Or a chair? I don't know.
We will
We can
Wheelchair.
figure this out on the road. All right.
we'll figure it out.
We need to be going quickly. We
We
don't
have these, and they have like little hand carts with their stuff piled up on it, like 2 wheels, like a little wheelbarrow kind of. You can put him on the wheelbarrow.
We will.
That will have to do for
That'll
now.
be a good temporary fix. Yes.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to do before you leave the grove?
Not while we're not like before we're leaving, but while we're leaving, I would like to talk to Nakul. But if anybody wants to do something before that, go ahead.
Go for it.
Okay, so we this is as we're like packed up and like on the route towards where we're going. Jamich will pull Nakul aside and say, "Froze up a little back there."
I don't know what you're talking about. He's
I saw
actually very,
it.
like, visibly jittery, kind of shaking.
I saw it. Cora saw it. What happened?
I don't do well with disintegrated people coming back.
I don't think anybody does.
I have reasons. I'd rather.
Your reasons are your own. Just know that it's okay. Everybody has their moments.
I will do my best not to have a moment when things are dire.
That's not under your control. And that's completely unreasonable expectation for you to have for yourself.
It's a perfectly reasonable expectation to have for myself.
Would you expect it of me?
You're not me.
But you are you.
Yes.
I don't expect that of you. Nobody in this party expects that of you. And it's perfectly okay for you to freeze up every once in a while. But just know that if you're ready to talk about it, we are here.
Maybe some other time. It's appreciated, Jamich.
I miss Hemlock too.
I hope she'll be okay for however long it takes for us to figure things out.
I'm sure there will be.
You walk through the caverns led by Basidia. Stool looks particularly sad and sits by itself. Doesn't want to talk to anybody and just slumps over. Rumpadum desperately trying to cheer it up. As you walk, Basidia, who would be walking with Basidia, guiding the group?
Lucius would.
Yeah, maybe Cora too.
So Basidia is talking to both of you. You want to see the stone speakers?
Yes.
Well, yes, that'd be interesting.
I know of 2 stone speaker circles. One is in Gracklestug. The other is a little off the path. It is more isolated. Most people prefer to go to Gracklestug as there is commerce there and luxuries of civilization. Would you like to go to Gracklestug?
Yes. What is the name of other place?
The DM scratches their head while they think of an appropriate name.
Perhaps a break to think about a name.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe a quick little 5 minutes.
5 minutes. So as he discusses, you could either go to Gracklestug or you could go to like a more offshoot, smaller branch. As you know, the stone speakers have branches all throughout the Underdark, and that's how they speak to each other. They communicate through the stone to each other. Some communicate about current events to each other, almost like Twitter. They tweet to each other through the stone. And so if you ever want to find out
to each other.
Yes. To communicate and get current events. And then the more gifted ones can look into the past and into the future. So,
We'll probably want to figure out which ones will give us the past future information.
you
too,
wouldn't know unless you spoke. I mean, all of them probably have a bit of that ability. I mean,
and they can all talk to each other.
Yeah.
Does it take a long time for them to get information? Like if we were like, hey, could you put in a request to this other library to send over this book? Like, does it take a while?
we'll see. We'll see. It's probably not as convenient as Twitter. There's a lot of divining happening, and it's a magical effect, and it requires a lot of interpretation. They're like sending vibes to each other, so it'll be interesting. But you do Stonehaven, Shadow Tiger. I love that. I'm gonna write that down. Stonehaven. And the reason I'm coming up, now it is canon that there are multiple throughout the Underdark. The reason I'm offering a secondary choice is because the state of Gracklestug is very different because of what your actions. So I'm giving you the option to either go there or avoid there. It's up to you. I like that.
For now,
Stonehaven.
I think we'll just let it turbulent itself into peace again.
We'll see, but
Our
we'll come back.
actions have consequences? What?
Yeah. Post-apocalyptic worlds are always way better than current apocalyptic worlds, you know?
Yeah.
Gracklestug and Stonehaven close?
Stonehaven is harder to get to. It is hidden, but I happen to be friends with the stone speaker there, and I know how to get there. It's actually on a secret route through the rock.
A tunnel?
We're surrounded by tunnels, sweet child. It is a little shortcut to Blingdenstone. Very few know about it, but it avoids the lake.
Are we all hearing this, or just Cora and
Cora and Lucius, but if you guys are interested in their conversation, you can include yourself.
Need to go Blindenstone to bring back Ring anyway.
I agree with you, Cora.
And don't you have
That sounds like a good idea.
2 little gnomes with you from Blingdenstone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I want to go home. Well, I can't go home until we find Hemlock, but maybe there's something in Blingdenstone that can help us.
And
Yes.
was Blindenstone where that hammer has to go?
What was that?
Is Blindenstone where that hammer has to go, Kofa?
Mm,
No, Gontalgrim.
The-
Gontalgrim. Those names get confusing.
All the names in the Underdark are very confusing. So, as you mull over your plans, let us take a 10-minute break, get a drink, get some
Wiggles.
get your wiggles
Yeah.
out, stretch.
Let's do it.
Chat, thank you for being here. Integra, it's good
chat.
to see you. Remember, we have the stream loots on. Use your cards wisely. You can time.
Or you don't have to. You can just not. It's
Some of the
fine,
cards
too.
help you.
Oh yeah, use those.
Some of the cards give you resistances, bonuses, blessings. But yes, I shall return shortly.
Yeah. I'll be right back too, guys.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Ooh.
All right, guys. I'm the only one left. That means we all riot. We all must riot. 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 Dami, mommy is away. Riot time. Wee. My chat too, guys. Come on. Riot. Join in. Riot. Riot time. Riot time on break. Riot time on breaks. Ooh. Ooh. Yum. I am also gonna go take a break though. So I love you guys. Do me proud. It. More. Okay, I'll be back. Hello, Lady Punk Panther.
Oh, there's riots happening. We all enjoying so far.
Hi, chat. Can you guys
Welcome back.
see and hear us? They can. How are you guys liking the show so far? How's everybody doing? You know, I think the soundtracks or the like scary horror soundtrack was on point. I liked it
Yes.
so far. It's fun. It's enjoyable. Awesome. Glad you guys are having fun. It's very good. Yes. Finally got my wish for D&D Wedding Crashers. That could be a fun one. This is not my first D&D session where there was a wedding. This is my first time experiencing any of this, and I'm digging it. I'm so glad to hear. It's awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Yeah. I like that scene. That was scary because that was one of our. I don't know if, especially for new here, Hemlock is a PC of ours that has now been taken away. So, I hope it's your only wedding. Hey, man. You never know. Jamich might be marrying Zuktmoy. You don't know. Jamich could do it. Jealous of my beard? Don't be jelly. It's a cool beard. It's a good little beard. I wanna grow it out to the point where I can braid it and then put beads in it. I can already put beads in it, but I want to grow it out so I can put beads in it. Yeah. Too many weddings can be costly. Fair.
I mean, we still have yet to see the wedding between Nicole and Kothar.
Excuse me.
Did they wait? So was that I know you guys did a proposal, right? A proposal scene.
No,
No.
no,
Am
it
I-
wasn't a proposal.
What was it? I forget.
I don't know what it was.
It was like there was a ring.
There is a ring, yes.
It was it like a promise ring? What is it? Or did we like leave that up to interpretation? I forget.
That was left to interpretation, except
Left to
for
interpretation.
well, for the party to interpret. But Nicole knows that it's not a wedding proposal,
Okay.
marriage proposal.
So nobody knows. Okay, fair enough. I may have just given you guys spoilies. Sorry, guys. No beads, tides of incense. You can light them and waft the smoke around. Definitely don't feel comfortable putting something on fire next to my beard hair, but I appreciate the thought.
I'll light something on fire for you.
That
I like fire.
was awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yes.
Have you seen, or how did you feel when James? Were you here last week?
Yes, last week. No, the week before. Wait.
Were you there when Jamich spat fire out?
Yes. And remember, I kissed you.
Yes. Okay, I do
Oh my
remember.
God. Excuse me. Did you just forget?
No.
You know what? Anazir's done. Anazir's done. You're not getting any more.
No. Nat 20 Nick forgot. Jamich would never.
Okay.
What happened?
He forgot that Anazira kissed Jamich last week. He's like, "Were you here last
I totally
week?" And I was
forgot.
like,
I forgot about that too.
Yeah. Where after I
Chili
breathed
fire.
fire, she kissed me.
I was like, delicious,
Hmm.
spicy mouth.
It was a spicy mouth. It was like whenever you chew big red gum, like way too much of it. That's what it felt like.
I mean, I live in Arizona. Big red gum is barely heat at all. Like
Fair.
it's nothing.
What is big red gum? Is that spicy cinnamon
Just
gun?
the cinnamon red gum.
It's just
yeah.
cinnamon.
It's like eating red hot candies.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I
from
got them all,
Arizona and I
yeah.
don't like that kind of candy at all. Ugh. It's too spicy.
Well, and I love like spicy stuff. Like this company sent me a whole bunch of like salt. It's like making your own electrolyte powder drink mixes, and it's not caffeinated or anything, but they have a whole bunch of weird flavors because it's
Oh.
salty. And like the watermelon salt is my favorite so far, but there was another one that was like lemon habanero. Ugh, so good. And then there was what was it? Citrus chili. That was really good too.
I just got this today.
Ooh.
Because I've never
Is it
had one
metal?
of these. Yeah, it's a thermos.
Oh, is that
that's gonna be really good
I have a
for-
mini one.
hydrology one?
It's by
Yeah.
Ice Water. I don't know. It was
It'll be good,
it was only like it wasn't even $20. But I wanted to get it because I'm designing stickers and I wanted to put the stickers on there. Then also be
Oh, yeah.
hydrated.
Send me stickers my way because it's completely blank and I need to fill it up.
Yeah, I'm
As
trying
well.
to design
Send me
some stickers,
recommendations.
but I'm like, that's cute. Yeah, every time I sit down to design a sticker, I get like creative block.
I got
Use
that
stickers.
I got that in a show bag.
That's cute.
Creative block.
Mm-hmm. I've been in a creative block for a while.
That's okay. You're
I'm
gonna
too afraid to commit, so I can't use stickers.
Every single time I think about
Exactly.
You could just
That's
cover
why
it.
you use
Design
Wait.
more.
Hold
That's-
on. That's why you use stickers, unless you wanna. You can't peel them back off, huh?
You can.
Yeah, that's
you
the
can
problem.
rinse them
I
off.
have
Yeah,
a
that's the
whole
problem.
bag of
The
I have a whole bag of
commitment.
stickers I collect and don't put on anything. 'Cause,
Exactly.
like there's literally a pile, like a
I used
mound
to-
of stickers on my desk right now.
But it's not commitment at all. If you don't want the sticker there anymore, you could just cover it with a different sticker, or you can.
But what
just...
if I
Yeah,
want
but
the
what if you
sticker
want
for
the
someone
sticker?
else?
Yeah,
For something else.
Same sticker.
Then you
Yeah,
gotta get multiple
It's the whole.
stickers.
Yeah.
Buy the same sticker.
Maybe.
Back
But what if
when
it
I-
what if they don't do? They don't make it anymore.
What if every time you buy a sticker, you just know to buy 5 of them?
True.
These
That's
are.
what
I
keep
can't do
thinking.
that.
Just have a
There
drawer
was-
of
Can't do that.
stickers.
When
I
was
think I want to do that because that's a
back
good
in my
idea.
rebellious teenage years, I was a skater boy, and I would collect stickers, and then I would go up to my friends and have the sticker in my hand, and I would go sticker slap, like from Tony Hawk, and I would slap them in the face, and then the sticker
I
would stick
remember
on
that
them.
game.
And they would laugh, and I would be like, I don't know why I can get away with slapping my friends, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
I honestly thought you were going with the song, and I was
Yeah.
waiting for you to continue it.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say she said
She said, "See you later, boy."
I thought that's where I was going.
I had a sticker that I liked a lot too, and I had slapped it on the side of my old like 3-piece stereo, you know, like center console, 2 side speakers or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have this thing forever because my mom still has the one from her college time. No, that doesn't work anymore, and I'm really sad because the sticker I had on the side was from my friend's band called Bear Ghost, and it was like it looked like a Pokemon game screen. And it had like a little ghost bear, and it was like a wild bear ghost has appeared, and that's like their band. So like it was just a really fun like Pokemon 2-bit like old Game Boy screen for a Pokemon battle. It was really cool, and I lost it now.
I'm gonna put my
I don't
first
like those.
sticker on my thermal. This was a sticker that I had inside of my inside
Was
of
this
my phone case
I
that
need to
I
see it
recently
again.
took off. It's my sister's.
Oh,
I need
okay.
to ask her where she gets the metallics done.
She
because
gets
I
them from
love the
Sticker
metallics.
App.
A sticker app.
Sticker App is where she gets. I'm gonna
Wait.
probably use Sticker App to get stickers
Does
printed.
she make her own stickers?
Yeah, this is her art.
Oh.
See?
Yeah, she does the art on stream.
Scarlett's whole family is ridiculously skilled and talented in all of the creative fields.
Ow! I'm not used to how this thing comes
Apart
out.
from drinking.
That was amazing timing. Oh my god.
So I got these
Drinking's not
with
great.
a DVD. I don't know if you can get them anymore. So it's like, I don't want to use them, but I do.
By the way, if you're a company that sells something and like you ship it to me, and you add stickers in with whatever you're sending me,
100%.
I immediately
points.
give you 5 stars. Immediately love you forever.
Aw.
Just
If
know.
there's not a sticker now, I get really sad. I'm like, okay, well, all right.
Well, now I
I
have a
don't-
way to
yeah,
collect
I-
the stickers, so.
Yeah. I'm like, if you don't give me a sticker, that's fine. But if you do give me a sticker, way better.
Most of the charities that I've done work with and sent me stuff afterwards on Twitch, they have included stickers. So
Oh, I
I just
also
got them
got one of
seen
these.
around.
It's like adding cigars in your business meeting. It's just a classy move.
What do you guys
And
like in
pins.
a sticker?
Metallic,
What do
rainbow.
what?
What do you guys
Shiny?
like in a
Glittery?
sticker? Just a piece of art, a logo, a funny, snarky
Art.
comment?
Oh, art,
Both.
yeah.
Art
100%.
that like
Ones are
means
good, too.
something.
I have a really cute one that's sitting in my truck, not stuck to it, just sitting on my dash. That's a bowl of noodles and it says "Send nudes."
Hell yeah.
I'm working on a
So-
design of a very cute owlbear cub with a D20 dice, playing with it like a ball.
Aw.
That's gonna be cute.
Yeah,
Sorry, I have to
want-
try and catch the fluffery.
Yeah.
I like Velcro patches, actually.
What's a?
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
what do those
still
stick
the
to?
wrapper.
I got a couple of those.
What do those stick
Is
to?
that a coffin?
Yeah, this is a coffin. It says
Dope.
a coffin mirror that says On My Last Life, and it shows a little cat
Mm.
with the skeleton in the
Aw.
mirror.
That's cute.
Aw.
See, yeah, like things that are like little clever bits or
I'm
funny bits like that are always
so
good.
bad at that. I need to. I really want
Yeah.
to. I want to have merchandise so bad. I want to print.
You know what you should do? You should do the Looney Tunes and SpongeBob SquarePants dressed as gangsters, and smoking a lot of the herb, and then put like edgy slogans underneath it, like "Die fast, eat ass" or like something like that.
Go fast, eat ass.
Yeah.
This sounds
And
like it's
then-
already been done by.
but then like have
specifically
it, but then
you're
it's like in the
exploiting.
background it's just a picture of Bugs Bunny in like gangster clothing.
That sounds like a super niche audience.
Yeah, I think I want to keep
You
it.
guys,
I want to
you
keep
guys
it
didn't
relevant.
have those growing up? Those were in like I would go to the grocery store and like you could put in like 50, like it was like in the coin slots. There was like little
I
sticker
remember those
pack.
coins.
Yeah,
things.
and then there'd be like super edgy ones for like the teenagers that were like super cool, and it was like
I
the
always got the
SpongeBob
glittery
dressed up like a
Henry ones.
gangster, like holding a gat, and it was like, what are you doing?
I feel like you grew up in a very different place than us.
I grew up in San Jose, California.
That
I
is very
remember.
nice.
I remember those things with the stickers, and I just haven't seen those in a decade.
I know.
Everything's coming back into fashion, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna make these stickers and shirts for. I was looking at different drop ships, but the returns are so abysmal that I just feel like it would not be worth it.
Yeah, it's 100%.
It's like 10 to 15% is what you make, which is horrible.
Right.
Like Amazon's the same
But
way.
you could also see
I
it
make
as
like
advertising.
2% on some of my shirts that I've sold there.
Yeah, you need to sell like thousands.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about looking for a local print shop and just doing the thing where you have to like have a bulk amount printed at once and then you can sell them for whatever.
You just do batches.
Yeah, I mean it's risky, but if you work really hard, maybe you could sell all the shirts.
Well, you do it in reverse. What you do is you have people purchase and you put a notification like these are done in batch orders. It will be printed as soon as we reach the batch order limit, which is say 20. And then after you reach that limit, you go to the printer and you print them. They've already been paid for. People have.
I just
broken
feel
for
like
it,
that's
basically.
hard to get people to. I mean, possibly, yeah. I would definitely do a pre-order run, but yeah.
And then you could just keep a
You
little bit in
also-
stock for examples or whatever too.
You'd also then have to do packaging and shipping yourself as well, which could be
That stresses me
Nightmare.
out, but if I just make
Yeah.
it part of my weekly routine on Tuesdays, I pack things up and ship them out. Because then I think it would be really cool to then put in the stickers and all that stuff. It's just,
The
that's a
cost
lot of
Well,
work.
Like
because-
international shipping is pretty steep.
yeah.
rough.
My
So then you
friend and
limit
I,
your audience to like just North America or just the United States.
So
My
Well,
friend
if
and
you
I
know somebody
sent a
who lives there
package.
who would be your international partner and pack and ship from there for you.
My
You just
friend
have to
and I
find a
sent a
local shop there,
package
too.
to America, and it cost us like $60-something just to ship it.
Hell
So-
yeah.
is
it was all
Bonfire a
food and
print?
stuff,
is
so-
is Bonfire a drop ship critter? Yeah. So far, the ones that I've looked at Society 6, Teespring, fuck Redbubble.
Yeah, fuck Teespring too though. They
Yeah.
do stolen designs all the time and they don't care unless someone reports it.
That's
I hate it.
fucking wild
It's-
because the
it's
part of
bad.
like my designs are my artwork, you know.
Yeah, and it makes
I
me
feel
so
like we
mad,
have to mention the bad ones as well, so that way people know.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
I know.
said.
Scarlett, there's actually a couple of really good local shirt screen printer companies, and then you might find value in. You would probably save money just to buy a vinyl cutter. They're not as expensive as they used to be anymore, and then you could just print as many as you want when you want.
I've thought about printing my own stickers, but again, that's just like another device in my clutterfuck of like my sewing machine is there, and the reason I haven't fucked with it is because I don't have a place to set up.
Yeah. There's never
You
enough
need to make
space.
sure it's safe and
We
stuff
should
like
have
that.
gotten. We almost got the house with one extra room, and we didn't because we're like, and now I'm like, we should have fucking done it. We should have done it. That extra room would have. We didn't have kid back then though.
Yeah. Well, now once Leo gets bigger, he's gonna need his own room.
He does have his own room. He has a room.
Oh well, I mean, for his toys.
I mean, it's a room the size of this room, and it's got his crib in it, but it'll be his everything, his playroom. That'll be his room for his entire life. Yeah, so merchandising has been really hard.
Sorry.
But I want to.
The one thing I will say as well is I know some streamers just do stickers because they can just send in a card, and it's not really that much for international shipping. So.
Yeah, well, you can do that in like envelopes.
I would
if
have
you just
to put
Yeah.
the shipping costs on the buyer, I think. Like,
Yeah, I'm just saying if you want it to be cheaper, like I've had people send me cards with stickers in them, and it doesn't cost much. I don't think for them.
we'll have to figure that out. Anyways, how is everyone feeling? Are you ready to
Oh, I'm ready.
return to the world?
Let's hop back in it.
Do it.
You guys, have you decided where you're heading? Are you heading to Gracklestug? And where your ship is? Or are you heading to Stonehaven and eventually Blingdenstone? Well, both routes could lead to Blingdenstone.
I think we should go to Stone. Yeah, I'll do it in character. Sorry. Jamich will. I really think Stonehaven is the right course of action. We don't know how we left Gauntlgrim, and there's no guarantee that our ship is even there still.
But don't we have to return this ring?
I don't.
That's at Blindonstone.
Both routes lead to Blingdenstone. They are simply different ways to go.
Well, we could
Well-
always, if we go to Stonehaven, can we find out how things are in Blingdenstone from the Stone Circle, and then
Absolutely.
Right.
see whether or not it's safe to return for our ship?
That's smart. I like that idea. I'm with Yaslin. Let's go through the other way.
Absolutely. You all travel for a time before stopping to rest. The Myconids gather together to meld and then to sleep while you set your camps solemnly. You eat your food. You rest. You check on the egg.
Did we get a long rest?
Yes, you're going to get a long rest. And as you sleep,
Before we do that, I would love to go over to Yaslin and say, I don't exactly know how to approach you with this, but it's been weighing on my mind. You said you had a daughter, right?
Yes, one.
I can send a message to them for you, if you'd like, just to let them know that you're okay. I didn't want to guarantee anything, but I think I'm capable now.
How
After a
would
couple of
you
times.
know the target?
Do you have a picture? Any sort of distinctive features that you could tell me? As long as
What up?
what are you trying to accomplish? Do you have a spell?
yeah, I'm attempting to cast sending to Yaslin's daughter. But I need to be it needs to be a creature that I'm familiar with.
That means you would have had to have met them.
Okay.
I mean, you can.
Right. I don't know that though.
Would Jamich know that? Does
I
Jamich
don't
not know
think
how his
This
spells
is a new
work?
spell to Jamich. So he could still be experimenting with it. I don't know if it'll work, but anything you might have that's recognizable to them.
I don't have anything for my daughter, but my wife gave me this ring that I have around my neck. Would that be enough?
I can try.
So
Tell me
yes,
what do they look like?
they are the most beautiful person that I've ever met.
You send a message to
beautiful.
Demogorgon.
I take the ring and I'm just thinking of the Demogorgon. I'm like, hey baby, hope you're doing well. Gracklestug's doing so well for you. I love the way your skin looks. I just wanted to say it's up. No, I'm just kidding.
So yeah, she'll shake off the ring and say, "Be careful not to put it on because it will probably change you into a woman while you have it on."
Oh. Noted. I'll just place it in my hand.
Wait, why wouldn't you put no? Jay.
I'm not opposed. I'm just.
What would be Jocelyn Mitch?
Jocelyn.
I had a name for my
Jay
character's
Bitch. All right.
wife, but I can't remember.
You don't remember what it was?
I can't find the notes anymore. I lost them. So, yeah, I have them in Discord somewhere.
Yaslin's wife, Mrs. Yaslin.
Yes.
I take the ring and I'm assuming Yaslin tells me a little bit, like, we have like a discussion about what like the features of the face look like, and I try to use that while channeling like the message through the ring. And
I will let Yaslin take over.
Flaw_Za_ played this card for J Mitch.
Flaza just gave you extra charming.
Ooh, I'm not trying to seduce the wife of Yaslin.
I'll let you hold. I will let you hold on. I'll let you hold on to that. It'll be your next persuasion. I'll let you hold on to that. Thank you, Flaza, for using your card. I wish people would use more of the cards because they're so. But we need to get into combat before they get more of the cards.
Wait, combat. Just kidding.
I'm gonna let Yaslin be the one to control the messages, just because I don't feel like it's right for me to take control of those NPCs right now without having fleshed out where they would be right now and what they're doing.
Right.
These are your NPCs. This is your part of your backstory. So, Yaslin, you can be the one to control what is done.
What would you...
Okay, so in other words, we're going to actually make contact. So that's...
I'll let you be. You have the ring.
To...
You know, I've been trying this new thing called Yes and.
I watched a video about that the other day.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Dungeons, Yes, and Dragons.
I'm okay with bending how certain rules work, just for the sake of narration and whatever, you know.
I promise I won't use this to break the meta or anything.
Oh, I won't let you break the meta. If you do something I don't like, I'm gonna say no.
Fair. Yaslin, what would you like me to say? 25 words or less, please.
How are you and everyone you're with? Because they're in a party. Like, I just want to actually ask how she is and everyone she's with, because I care about all of them.
Right. J Mitch will cast the spell. And J Mitch will say, "Don't freak out. This is J Mitch talking. Yaslin is safe. I am friend. Is everybody you're with safe as well?" Is that... I'm done. I send. They can reply with 25 words or less.
That's a flex. You did it in 20.
Found her name. Just don't know how to spell it, how to say it. Eldra. Eldra. I'll put it in Discord.
I turn to J Mitch, or I'm J Mitch. I turn to myself. I turn to Yaslin and I say, "I don't know if it's sent. I won't know until I hear a reply back, if they are able."
Okay.
Wait, what is the name?
I put it in Discord.
Alidra.
I just did it right now.
I'd say
Alidra.
Alidra. Alidra.
Beautiful name.
Would Alidra respond?
She probably would, but not particularly. Saying just, everything's going according to plan. Where we had to change some of the plan, but everyone's okay. We'll meet on the surface.
That was 23.
Perfect.
Yeah. I relay this to Yaslin.
And
Nice.
Yaslin cried.
Yaslin cries?
Yeah.
James
she's being under so much stress.
Yeah. You just heard. You got confirmation that Alidra's alive.
Yeah.
James will take the ring and put it back into your hand and like hold both of his hands over yours and just allow you to have this moment. He's gonna stay there. He's not gonna say anything, and just let you.
Yaslin,
everything you need to.
You feel another hand gently patting you on the back, and you guys have been walking along, and Sareth, who is in the wheelbarrow, had reached up and found you and just gave you like a gentle, comforting pat.
She'll put her hands on both the hands, like one hand on each. Wait, ring back on.
His eyes are just, he's closing his eyes now just because there's no point in them being open.
Yeah.
And just
She's
kind
just-
of, and you
She
hear
just
him
can't
like,
speak.
do you relay what message? Oh yeah, Jameis relay the message. And so Sareth is like, the surface eye. Always
Yeah.
thought the sun would be glarish to look at, but since I can't see, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad up there, right?
I mean, the sun still burns you even if you can't see it. I mean, it burns.
I see.
It's always been my dream to dance under the moonlight. And my family's as well. Basically, everyone I know, it's their main dream, is to do that.
We were always told to avoid the surface because they said she, Elistrie, would sing to us and call to us if we saw the moon. Always warned us to stay away from the moon because her call would be so alluring that we wouldn't be able to resist. I'm starting to realize it's not because she's evil or manipulative, but because the song of freedom is irresistible.
Yes, and that's why I try to show people that she's just different, and there can be love in their life. It's not a madness to be avoided. It's something you can have and actually feel for people.
Sareth reaches very clumsily into his clothing, and he pulls out a very, very small chain and medallion. He jerks it from his neck. He holds it over and drops it into the ground as you guys move forward. And then he kind of like braces, like he's waiting for something terrible to happen. And then when nothing happens, he goes, maybe you can sing me some of our hymns when we make camp next.
Yeah, Aslan will definitely do that. Because she'll be praying, and part of that is singing.
We're going to have some religious unpacking happening.
Cora would also like to approach Sareth and just take some cloth from her bag and just sort of put it around his eyes, like a little
Aww.
cool, like.
Oh, he looks like a
doesn't-
demon hunter now. He's
Yeah.
just getting
Cool as
he's
hell.
getting hotter and
He looks
hotter.
cool as hell. Yeah, he really is.
Does Sareth
Now he doesn't have
Sick
to
as
like
hell.
squint or like get
Yeah, should
sensitivity with his
should
eyes.
we turn Sareth into this cool like character who's had to overcome his disability and becomes like a total badass?
I mean, it's
Do
been
that,
done.
or
But
we can draw eyes on his
On
blind.
the bandage. Yeah, to open eyes.
let's get some of those googly eyes from the craft store.
You paint his
We
eyelids.
have a path
one path or the other. Does he turn cool or not?
He could be both.
You guys remember in the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie when Jack Sparrow was captured by cannibals and he was like sitting there in the throne and it looked like his eyes were open and it opened it and it was just they drew eyeballs on his closed eyelids. All right,
dry that on his bandana.
That's up to you. I wonder what class Sereth would be. What would like a blind fighter?
Blood hunter. Okay.
It would probably be a
like
monk.
Yeah, I was gonna say monk for blind fighting.
But like a
Yeah,
fighter
blind-
monk,
But also,
you know?
also
talk,
blind fighting is a
use
fighting technique.
echolocation.
I'm gonna look. So I've already turned Topsy into a PC, a level 5 PC.
You could turn him into a paladin Illustrier.
He's not that devoted to Lystria yet, though.
Not yet.
He's
Not
he's
yet.
abandoned
Not yet.
Lolth. But yeah, so I feel like so many people are like, what PC would you play, Scarlet, if you could be in a game? And I'm like, I would play some of these fucking NPCs from Out of the Abyss. That would be fucking cool.
Speaking of NPCs and playing them, have we tried to hatch the egg again?
I believe we're going to
Yes,
try
that's-
to.
Yeah.
So,
Anazira and Nicole are sitting by the fire
Yeah.
trying to hatch the egg.
Lucius would probably be there too. You guys think of him as a rogue? I always thought of him as a fighter because he was a soldier.
I don't know why
He
I
could-
always thought, because he was just like broody and kind of like, I don't know. I
Maybe-
always pictured him like cloaked and like.
He could have also been a ranger.
He's close.
And then
Yeah. You know
go on
what?
Santos.
Let's in our Discord. Let's
Pick a class.
build him.
Yeah,
make-
we're gonna
we'll
build
have a
all of them.
We'll make a contest. Make
I'm
Sarah.
just saying, fighters have the blind fighting style.
That's true too. I thought fighter.
Instead of
Usually,
rangers.
I know.
Dude, it's just a fighting style for the generic. Yeah.
Yeah,
like martial
I mean,
classes.
multi-class is fair too. Wouldn't it be fucking fun to just turn all of our NPCs into different classes?
Just a secondary party that
Critter
we need to play.
Misfit already started. Oh my gosh, this could be a community contest. We can do it for the week.
So
Make
your
Sarah,
best character build, and then we can vote and like decide on which one.
and the winner gets a deck of cards from the stream loot.
yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Critter,
It all
okay.
comes full
Chat.
circle.
The real question is, what will Globagul be?
Yeah.
Let's
He is
do-
an ooze.
No, but
Plasmoid.
Okay. Plasmoid, man, Plasmoid. They
Oh,
just
God.
released a Plasmoid race. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy.
I mean, class. What class would
we'll
he be?
do one NPC at a time. This week it's Sereth. He is a drow. His background is soldier. So keep him drow, keep him soldier. At what level do you think would be cool? 6 or 5? Something that gets some neat
Only
features.
one less than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
probably
5. 5th level.
Can't let him think he's too cocky, you know?
But this could
Yeah,
also be
I'd-
like, this is like alternate universe, right? Like,
right.
you know. So I will
We're never
remind
gonna
people
make
of
it
this. I want all of you guys to do it too. I'll do it too.
Okay.
Just because right now I feel like not a lot of people are gonna participate just yet. But I would love this to be a cool, like,
I
tradition.
like this idea so much.
Yeah. So Bangfist, he was a soldier. This is the backstory of. I would say I don't care what the stats end up being, Critter, because that's not what we're really judging. Like you can
It's
do
really more
any
about, like,
method,
what
any
choice of
method you
spells or
want.
whatever.
Yeah,
Go
we're
for it.
just saying
Flavor.
turn Sereth into a PC, a 5th level PC. That's all I care about. Try not to do homebrew. Keep to the official.
5e.
Now, if you have a homebrew that's hella cool, then you can make your case to me. But I'm pretty much set on. Yeah, you could give him. Well, items if you want. He doesn't have items right now because he's
Yeah.
just coming along for the ride. But
We'll
yeah,
work on it.
but
We'll
you know
find
what?
out.
No, you know what? Yes, items.
Maybe like
Make
trinkets, probably.
make a build, a 5th level build. If Sereth was a player, I think that would be super cool. Mid-Journey folks, you can make some art, and we will do. The winner will get some stream loot cards and recognition.
And canonically, he is blind.
Yes.
And he has become
His
blind
base
in our
stats
camp.
critter is literally just drow. He's just a drow, like a CR4 one quarter
be a drow, though.
So, what channel do you want to do this in your Discord, I assume?
Oh yeah,
Yes, you're
I
just-
will make a Discord right now so I don't forget in the D&D
Honeys, the D20 honeys.
no, in my Discord so that the
Okay,
chat can. I'm making a new channel. Let's see.
me grab your link.
NPC contest. I'm calling it NPC contest. I'm just gonna put it there for now. I'll clean it up later. He's gonna be crushing on Cora. Who? Sarah? Sarah doesn't crush on Cora. I feel like okay, can I be real? I feel like Sereth in this drowish oppressive matriarchal oppression culture he's grown up in, Sereth is probably gay. Probably.
J-Mitch is gonna make his move.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Got persuasion on his next
And yet-
roll.
Hamish
Or
didn't make him.
Maybe he likes Scrag.
Okay, I want to talk about why J-Mitch didn't try and flirt with the eldritch horror that was
Zuktmoy.
Zuktmoy.
Boy, that's the one.
He's loyal to the
J-Mitch's
Demogorgon.
lust was overridden by concern for Hemlock.
Oh,
Ah,
that's a high level
Little
of
be-
concern.
Yeah, a little behind. It was very high level of concern. A little behind the scenes for you guys.
I thought you were
Jack.
just
Little
respecting
spoilies.
my attempt to make this a scary
No.
moment instead of turning it into
Not
a
even
clown
a
No
show.
little.
respect, Scarlet.
Absolutely not. In fact, I'm gonna send another sending spell to Zuktmoy right now. Just kidding.
Oh god.
Fucking do it. Tell her exactly where you are. I dare
Don't
Do you
you.
tempt
need to
me.
roll on the madness
I
table
dare
again?
you. Okay, so
For
the rules
flirting with
are
another demon prince?
turn Sereth into
Hey, yo,
an
pull
NPC. Hey, wait. I forgot. We need to get these bingo cards made and generated. That way, again, winner gets a deck of cards or pack of cards. I am going to be using Streamloots because I can, because you guys have bought packs with real money. Streamloots now lets me give away as many as I want for free. If nobody buys them, you can only give 10 packs away a week. But if people buy them, then I can just
can
keep
give
giving
more
away.
away.
Yeah. So,
I love it.
okay. So yeah, you guys, and Sarah's sexuality is whatever y'all imagine it to be. I'm not gonna be. I just said that, like,
They're very open.
It doesn't matter. It's literally whatever your headcanon wants because it is not mentioned in the Abyss.
I would think that most drow would be more bisexual,
Alright.
but possibly leading one way or another.
Pan.
The magician played this card, gives bad breath to Sereth's Kappa.
Seraph smiles, and the smell of rotten fungus leaves his mouth. And okay, do you guys?
J-Mitch doesn't react.
I have a memory. I've never experienced this as an adult, but I have a memory of being a little kid and getting sick. This happened like 1 or 2, 3 times where I had like very burpy, and the burps tasted rancid, like horrible. Do you guys, is that a thing? Is that a sickness or is that a false memory?
So what happens is your stomach is very acidic and the smell and the taste of it does not taste good. And so if you had been sick and then you were
No,
burping and
it
you were
was not
gaseous-
vomit. It was not a vomit. I'd wake up ill. Like I wasn't throwing. It was just I'd wake up sick, with a cold or a
you
flu.
could have had a sensitive stomach, and even if you hadn't
I've
thrown up,
never
like, if your
experienced
acid reflex
this.
was high enough.
Maybe it
Like,
was
as-
weird.
Children have more acid reflux than adults do often too, because their body is still
Possibly.
learning how to keep it where it needs to be. My nieces had a lot of issues with that when they were younger and had to take stuff before going to bed to keep their acid reflux down.
Maybe because I it's like it was so long ago that I can't remember if it was true or not. Because it never happened
Yeah.
to me as an adult, but I do. But anyway, that's what Sarah's breath smells like,
I-
and it's because he's still recovering.
It's
from...
no bueno.
I don't know about that specific issue, but I do know that when I was younger, I was sick after having bacon, and now I can't stand it anymore.
Oh yeah,
So I can't even stand the smell.
That can happen.
We should take a long rest.
You all rest. Go ahead and do it on your sheets. And as you're resting, you all have terrible nightmares. You all see Zuktmoy in her tower, the horrifying visage, her lichen being woven into a wedding gown. You see her, flashes of her combining with a great shadow, so big you can't even fathom it, and it taking on the properties of her personality and consuming the entire world. You see the whole world covered in mold, faces trapped in the mold, stuck in horrifying expressions. You see Hemlock being invited in, their face blank. And I need you all to roll wisdom save before you wake up from these nightmares, as the sounds of the screaming and the moaning and the begging for death echoes through your minds.
Anna's having night terrors now.
I
It's
need
Yaslin, and she doesn't even sleep.
Anno and Yaslin, you both failed the
Why?
last.
So does Lucius.
Well, you both failed the last one as well.
Oh, never
No,
mind.
I
That's-
succeeded the last one. I failed the first. There was 3 total so far.
I mean
failed
2,
the
so
first.
you're up to 2. That's all I needed.
Okay.
That's all
I'm
I
up to
I
needed.
failed as well.
Okay.
Lucius didn't fail. I misread the dice.
Nicole, Yaslin, and Anazira, you're going to be experiencing some madness.
Oh joy.
Yaslin? This is interesting. Yaslin, as you break away from your trance, you are not used to dreams. Dreams do not happen in trance. You usually revisit memories. But the memory of seeing what you saw is very vivid nonetheless. And you felt out of control. Usually when you trance, you know it is a memory. You're exploring it. It's like lucid dreaming. You know, you're walking through it, you understand. But this felt so real. It was like you were there. When you woke, you suddenly feel lost and confused. You know who you are. You know you're trying to get to the surface. Everyone around you feels like a stranger. How did you get here? Where are you going? Where is your colony? Where is your group? Why are there no drow around you, but rather this mixed group of both Underdark and Overworld people?
Oh.
I'm going to tell you how
What?
long this lasts for.
Where's everyone? Why am I doing here?
This is going to be with you for 10 hours. You don't feel like, oh, ooh, more just like you're coming out of a dream. Like, I feel like I'm going to go along with this, but what's going... Basically, any character that's ever had amnesia that is just like wakes up and then they're in the middle of something, they're just like, I guess this is my life. This is strange. You do remember your name, though. You remember the surface.
And I wouldn't remember what just happened before the
No.
long rest for the chat.
You don't remember communicating with... In fact, you don't even know...
VIP.
What's up? Thank you so
I don't know anyone.
Hello.
You don't remember having the conversation with what's the name? Fuck. Alidra. But you don't remember being separated from Alidra. It's almost like the last time you went to sleep, you were with your group. And then you woke up and now you're with a different group. And everyone is regarding you like normal, so it's strange. What's going on? Everybody, Skull for Initiative is a TikToker friend of mine.
He is amazing. He's on my
Hello.
Wednesday campaign.
And does a lot of amazing content. And I've been in a one-shot with him. Very, very good DM. Okay. Oh, who else? Nicole. Let's see what happens to you. Nicole, as J. Mitch is making the morning breakfast, mushroom again.
Right.
It turns your stomach, Nicole. After all you've seen, the gore, the brutality, the death, the smell of this food that you have been eating for months now makes you want to throw up. You want nothing to do with it. And when you look at your Myconid companions, you feel tingles down your body, almost like a person who has an intense phobia of knives. Just simply seeing a kitchen knife on the counter, they might wince and avert their gaze as they experience the phantom pain as their imagination takes off in a direction they do not consent it to go. This effect will last for 90 hours. So for a couple of days, you will be phobic. And you're a strong-willed person. You can control your foot, but you'll avert your gaze. You will hesitate around anything
your nose
fungus.
You eat it.
While we're eating breakfast, if I was looking at Nicole, would Nicole be like throwing up or like gagging or?
Nicole, do you think you would just start throwing up, or do you think just seeing it, you would just kind of like look away and pass it back?
He would very carefully set it aside and just kind of scoot a little bit away from it and just be very conspicuously not eating and not looking at it.
Every time you look at it,
eat it for him.
every time you look at it, you can just imagine little people popping in it.
Nicole,
And is
not
definitely
hungry?
eating.
No, not hungry.
Is there something wrong with yours?
Hmm.
Do you want mine?
No, I'm fine.
Want something else to eat?
I'll
Cora's
be
gonna
okay
take
for
out-
today.
It's so unlike you to eat. Or
And
to
Azira
not eat.
eats his.
No, I stopped. No. Not
It's already gone.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just not hungry.
Just let me know if you decide you're not hungry again. Like I will happily, you know.
I'll tell you.
And Azira, I already made you seconds.
She would like.
I'm like
those.
standing there with like a fresh bowl.
I take it and eat
Yep.
it too. Yes. I'm a little nervous now. I've only lost twice, or do I need to lose 3 times before I'm rolled on?
I'm gonna roll on you right now.
Roll on me.
And
Downy Mummy.
Azira, I did it privately so I can make it my surprise. You notice that your hands are trembling. Even aside from your bright countenance and your easygoing attitude, what you saw in these nightmares that follow you were actually quite traumatizing. And you realize that you're shaking. And you're trying to eat, and you're just like, I'll eat it. And then you're like, and you realize this has affected you so deeply. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks and savings throws that involve strength or dexterity for the next 2 days.
I start eating without my hands instead to try
Yeah,
to hide it.
like
My claws
yeah,
are like
you
slightly
can't
clicking
use
on the bowl
your
though.
yeah, you can't use your spoon, so you just abandon your spoon and
This is good today, J. Mitch, and fingers clicking on the bowl, aren't I?
What is wrong with the dragon lady?
Did you just call me Dragon Lady?
Dragon Lady?
I mean, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, but I thought
Question:
we were
we
friends.
all saw these dreams, right?
yes.
I feel like Kothar would put 2 and 2 together, and he's gonna say, "Did anybody dream last night?"
I
Rather
I
not
don't
say.
know if I would remember that because
I would not call that a dream.
Would
was
you
definitely
respond?
like nightmare, but yeah, I mean, it was a little intense last night, that's for sure.
I can't remember dreaming or who you are.
What? It's Cora.
Yes, Tom, you
Cora?
okay?
I just don't know who any of you are. Last thing I remember, I was with back home with my wife.
J-Mitch,
And-
did you
J-Mitch,
give Yasin
yeah.
something else?
What
I
do?
didn't
What
do
did- what
anything
did you
to.
put
I
the-
didn't do anything to. Why does everybody always assume it's my fault?
I
J-Mitch
think
touch
it's-
ring, Yaslin ring, and now Yaslin forget. What
It's
did
not
Okay.
you
J-Mitch,
do?
Cora.
Everybody did a lot of things to Yaslin. I wasn't the only one, all right?
Okay,
What?
so what is Kothar? If not J-Mitch?
It's Zucked Moy. She's
Hmm.
influencing us.
This is not good.
There's no other option.
Zoknoi, the demon goddess? The demon lord?
Yes, that one.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't
It's-
sound good.
I don't think it's a coincidence that the
Yaslin, clueless Yaslin is so easygoing.
I love it so much.
I don't
Yeah, well,
think it's
she's supposed to be easygoing
I
type
know,
person.
it's so
so
cute.
Just like deadpan, like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, what a
No,
bad
no, it's not.
turn of events.
danger.
I'm in danger!
what does Zoknoi have to do with anything? Like, did you dream about her or something? Or who said something about dreams?
Well,
I'm just
Everybody
going
pretty
to
much had a
say,
dream.
I
we
don't
did
think
just
it's-
meet her yesterday.
We
I
did?
don't think it's coincidence that
It was
we
not good.
interrupted her preparations, he says with air quotes, and now we're all having dreams about her.
Preparations for what?
Hmm.
A wedding. She's going to marry a land.
Going to marry
Oh,
Arizona.
We're
How
going
do
to try
you
to stop
marry
it though. This
Trying
sounds
to
like bad
unionize
news.
the mushrooms in
So
matrimony.
when Kothar mentions like her preparations, can Cora make a? I'm gonna see if she can do her Kenku recall. Let me just double check. Yeah, can I do a history check with advantage using the Kenku recall? I'm basically just trying to. I don't know if it would be history, maybe it would be religion or something, but basically just trying to see like, did we interrupt a ritual? Like, what was she in the process of doing when she was sort of suspended there?
Go ahead and roll.
Which would you like?
Whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Whichever is stronger for you, and you can have advantage.
They're the same. I'll go history.
Almost really good. Cora, it was hard to say, but you do know that it sounded like you had some time. It was more like she was creating a space, a seat of power, and she's not going to make her move until that seat of power is complete.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the inspiration that I was granted to add a d4 to a roll for this.
I'm going to stop you and save it from you. I pretty much
Okay.
gave you accurate
Okay, okay,
information.
Okay. Okay. So she's just gonna sort of think about that. Kothar, how long think Yaslin liked this?
I have no idea.
Yaslin remember anything? She's gonna get like right up in Yaslin's face, and, like tilt her head from side to side.
I know my name's Yaslin.
Yes.
And I
Cora
remember my
no
family.
Yaslin named Yaslin. Also, yes.
That's basically all.
Oh,
And I
not
remember
very
how
much.
to do spells and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, not much else. And class features just.
Basidia interrupts you all. We hear patrols. We must get going fast.
Rules of what?
Demons.
Don't
Am I hearing things in my head?
Basidia's voice. Oh. Yaslin, you do know about myconids and how they communicate, but it does startle you because you weren't expecting to see a myconid.
Well, I hadn't noticed them yet, so
Yeah.
what?
Yes, patrols of baddies right now. People who would be very, very happy to catch us, and we don't want them to catch us. It's not a good patrol for us.
Yes.
Oh.
We
Yes.
are friends you can trust. We are going to surface. We are meet your family. You can trust. Follow, okay?
Can I do an inside check?
Sure. Against Cora's persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think she's trying to persuade.
I'm not sure whether to believe her or not, so I'm
Okay,
just
but
going to
I-
go along with
I'll do
this.
it anyways.
Well, I think that she would still hesitantly go along with it anyway, so but it's so close.
You hear them say surface, and you're like, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hold on, I am setting up a thing.
But she'll also trying to be a bit taken back. Still be a bit distant.
You all pack up to go. The egg is getting restless.
That's a big egg.
It's a very big egg. It's hot to the touch.
Mm.
And it kicks and wiggles like a snack on a frying pan that gets sizzling.
You see Jamich, like, he goes, okay, guys, the important thing is that everybody's going crazy, right? Everybody's going a little kooky. Everybody's a little mad. We have to make sure not to get on each other's nerves because that's what the madness wants.
But
That's
Julie
what
says
the
yes,
madness
and why
wants
is
us to
everyone
think.
naked?
And you see he's like talking to a bunch of mushrooms and rocks.
Jamich. Jamich.
Yeah, yes. Oh, how did you
We're
get
over-
back there?
We're over here.
Oh, are we all ready to go?
You start to
been
head over, and for
Oh,
a second, Jamich, for one moment, Kothar looks exactly like Zuktmoy staring at you. But you blink, and it's just Kothar.
Kothar. You looked hotter for a second. All right, let's go.
He's
What,
pretty
what?
hot as it is.
You spend
I
Just walk by. I don't say anything else.
Kothar so
Nicole!
attractive.
What?
I run over to Nicole.
Anyone
What?
else itchy from the ground that we're sleeping on?
Are there,
It's not-
Cora, did your ants get out?
She like looks under her wings, and there's just
They're
like
just a
they're all
bunch.
crawling around. She's like, could be
Always
yes.
had
Yes.
ants.
Hmm.
There's ants over there.
Nicole, not remember too?
Have never seen your ants.
They're
Oh.
party ants.
Yes. Party drugs.
You want some? Maybe later, but I think you want some later.
There's just a handful of ants crawling in her hand.
He's gonna very hesitantly take one and like pop it in his mouth.
Or it's gonna pop on his mouth as well.
Do we have a table?
We have a table.
Where's the table?
Oh no.
And a zero takes the
Very
third one.
far
You said
away
there was
from
three.
ants.
Oh,
Okay, cool. Anna's
crap.
one too. Let me.
We haven't
let
rolled
me,
for ants in a long time.
I know. Let me look so far
Roll
back.
for ants.
I know, this is like 7 months of...
I know.
Just type
Well-
in ants in the search feature and see what you find.
Oh, true. Okay. Oh
While
my god,
she's
that's
looking-
so smart.
You know what? I'm gonna go get another
Gosh,
claw
it's like I've done that
while you
before
do
in
that.
Scarlet's DM.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say? What can you do?
You can search function in people's DMs.
Oh my god, I found
Are
it.
you
That was
serious?
so easy.
I didn't know that.
She's
Okay,
grabbing
hold on.
out
No,
of the
I'm gonna
Yep.
go get a drink.
Control
I didn't know you could do that. Holy shit. Okay, I'll be right
No,
back.
you just
You
hit
need to
you just hit
control F.
search.
There's just like a
Yeah, top right search.
and it says
Yeah.
there's like a drop down. Anyway, so yes, we do have a rollable ant table.
Okay. Oh
She's
boy.
grabbing another claw. I'm gonna get some
Yeah.
water. Water's gonna. Hey, you know what this means, though, you guys?
What?
Riot?
Riot.
Riot.
I'm very unsure. Riot?
Riot. 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 It's
Oh,
good for
God.
chat engagement.
Yeah,
True.
I have someone every now and then do that in my chat.
Yeah, some I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh,
No,
man.
no at all.
People would
Man.
never riot in my chat. That's
People
illegal.
would never riot. What?
People are so
Riot?
wholesome and nice in my chat. It would never devolve into riots.
Ellie, can I know what
It's-
kind of pizza you're eating? Because it looks delicious.
Yes, Anna Zero, you can know what kind of pizza I'm eating. This is the base instead of like tomato sauce is barbecue sauce, and then it has like vegan beef crumbled on it with cheese and corn and red onion and banana peppers.
That sounds amazing.
It's really good.
You know, one of my favorite weird combinations of pizza I've had, I used to work at a pizza shop in college. It was one of those take and bake ones, Papa Murphy's, you know? And so we had a lot of variety of fresh ingredients because we make it fresh, then they take it home and bake it. So the creations that we would make for ourselves got very weird, but they have some pretty good weird ones on their own. One of them was called the Thai Chicken Delight, and it was like a Frank's Red Hot chili sauce as the base. And then you do usually like a thin crust and then a light layer of some mozzarella cheese, and then you do chicken and cucumber and spinach, and for those who like it, onions and some Parmesan on top of it, and some crushed red peppers too to make it a little even extra spicy. I don't like the onions.
Cucumber on a pizza?
Yeah. Well, my other favorite one was the chicken bacon artichoke delight. So it was like a creamy
Artichoke's really
garlic
good.
ranch sauce. Creamy garlic ranch. Then chicken and bacon artichoke with spinach on it and Parmesan and some like
Okay,
zesty
but, like,
herbs.
Are you sure you're not thinking of zucchini on pizza?
Might
It
have
could be.
been-
They're the same thing in my brain and I don't know what the difference is.
Because a cucumber on pizza would like, I feel like as soon as you baked it, it would just turn to like mush,
Mush.
like water.
I mean,
Yeah.
they were really thin, like paper slices of it.
Yeah, it's probably.
That would probably be
It's probably
They're
zucchini.
usually the
Okay,
wider.
it's
Yes.
probably
Yeah, yeah,
zucchini
yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah. And they
Zucchini
have
on a
more, like-
pizza?
I don't know. I always had them take that part
That
off. 'cause I
sounds
don't eat them.
delicious.
Okay, okay.
I love zucchini.
Growing up, we would always just get supreme pizzas, just like the frozen ones, and then we would put just shrimp and then corn on it, and then we would bake it ourselves.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, the corn, honestly, like,
It's
it
corn.
comes as it's corn.
It's got the juice.
It does have the juice.
The most amazing thing I've ever seen.
We
It's
do that with
beautiful.
ramen too.
On pizza?
Mm.
No, not
corn.
ramen on pizza, but
I
like
would fuck with a
adding
ramen
other
pizza,
stuff
though.
with ramen.
Yeah, yeah.
A ramen pizza? Are you kidding me? That sounds delicious.
That does sound really good, actually.
We did have like a taco pizza that we did where the sauce was like a mixture of like refried beans and salsa, and then it was cheese, and then it had like taco meat on it, and then peppers, onions, tomatoes. What else was on it? I don't know. I don't
I'm
eat half
thinking
of these
about
things,
those beans.
but beans are good.
Beans.
Do you guys have Cornetto ice creams in America?
I have no idea what
Have
that
what?
is.
Cornetto. It's a
No.
brand.
Cornetto.
Yeah, it's basically like an ice cream
Critter
that
Misfits
has
is
like
getting
a
madness.
like a
cornet, like a chocolate.
it's a cone. It's a cone ice cream. It has like nuts and chocolate on top as well.
Okay, we call them
Once
drumsticks.
Yeah, we had drumsticks. They're like drumsticks, exactly the same,
Okay.
but a different brand.
Mhm.
Okay.
When I was working at Pizza Hut, there were these two people that would dare each other to eat weird things. And one time they actually got a Cornetto ice cream and put it on the pizza and then put it through the oven. And it was still pretty
Through
much in
the
the
oven.
same shape. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
And then they ate that.
Steven's making me a pizza right now.
Ooh.
You know
I
what
hope
I
it doesn't
keep
have a
thinking
Go,
is
Cornetto.
Steven,
good?
go.
I feel like haggis would be good on pizza.
What's haggis?
It's
We have
kind of like
40 minutes left
Scottish
in this.
version of taco meat.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we have 40 minutes left.
Just prepared differently.
Roll for
In the goat
ants.
stomach.
Roll for ants.
Roll for ants.
All right.
After
Everyone who
bite.
ate an ant, roll a d6.
Oh,
Not
boy. Oh boy.
Yaslin would not be partaking.
And I'd like to remind everybody that on Thursday we are playing Castles and Crusades. Please come and watch. Castles and Crusades is not Dungeons and Dragons because it's Castles and Crusades. And Cora's gonna be there. Sorry, Eliphane's gonna be there. Nick is gonna be there. Noma's gonna be there, and the writers of Castles and Crusades are gonna be there. So it would be really, really cool if you guys came.
Are they? Sorry, go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
Are they playing or
No,
are they in chat?
They're in chat.
Okay.
So
I was like,
I was
"Man,
gonna
they're coming to
point
play.
to
Let's
the people
go.
you're talking to, but then it's like, well, it's not the same setup for everyone.
Yeah, so that's gonna be really cool, and I'd really love it if you guys came to watch because that game is fucking bonkers.
It's so funny and so fun.
Yeah, that's a great. Okay, tell me the results of the ants.
Here's what happens. So Anazira and Nikul, you both have. So I guess we didn't decide on like a time, so maybe we can roll a dice
Roll
to
for
see
time.
for how long.
Yeah.
But okay, so for X amount of minutes, you have involuntary motor tics, and you have disadvantage on dex saves.
Oh, just like what Anazira has for the next couple days.
Already?
Yeah,
You all are just like
double disadvantage. Yeah, you're like
I'm gonna just do
kicking.
like a nose wiggle or something.
Yeah, you're just like
Anazira,
can't
you are
control,
just like
you're just
yeah.
Like,
So
and I'm
Anazira
just
doesn't
like-
have to roll for time. Nikul, you have to roll me a d10.
And then I am, I rolled a 1, so I am euphoric. I can't control the volume of my voice.
30
and I
minutes,
have
Nikul.
disadvantage on
30
stealth
minutes.
check.
Oh no. Okay, roll a d10.
Hmm.
I feel like I suffer from that exact thing Cora has, like indefinitely in my life.
I feel that.
Okay, for 10 minutes. I definitely talk
How long-
loud. But that's I think it's
How long is
because
Anazira's?
I think I talk loud because I have to
Probably the same length as the other one.
I hear like I have headphones on my head and I project. I've learned to like project in order to be heard because I've been talked over so much that sometimes I haven't learned how to when I can just talk quietly versus when I can talk loudly. So I just talk loud all the time.
So Cora now, because she's feeling euphoric, is gonna start dancing the way that Yaslin showed her how.
And Yaslin's dancing as well because
Well, she didn't
she's
take.
praying.
Oh, okay. And then she's going to point at the necklace that Yaslin didn't give it to her, but one of the priestesses at the temple we went to at one time had given her a necklace.
Oh, that's right.
And so she's gonna shout at Yaslin while she's look, Fred!
All the Myconids turn and look at you because they're used to silence.
Yeah. She's just shouting.
You have a symbol of Elistray.
Yes.
I'm right here. You don't have to shout. I may not know who you are, but shouting doesn't help.
Sereth is wincing, like, oh, my earring is a lot more sensitive now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. You all.
That is a good.
Wait, go ahead.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, you
I
say.
was just saying that's a good symbol. That's good to know.
And trust, Cora.
Yaslin, you're actually very surprised to see this Kenku wearing a symbol of Illustrian. And you're like, wow, a fellow Illustrian. It's fucking fantastic.
She does have. You do definitely have the dance moves.
Yeah,
That one where you got
actually,
those
this would be pretty astounding to you, Yaslin.
Yeah.
Astounding. And as she's dancing, you kind of feel like the flashes of familiarity returning to you. Like, kind of like, remember how I was just telling the story of I burped and it tasted bad, but I can't remember if it was real or not? That's kind of what you're going through right now. You're starting to get memories back, but you're not sure. They're like, oh, this is interesting. So you guys spend another day traveling. And you are starting to get to an area that is becoming even more overgrown than usual. but the fungus and the mushrooms and the growth starts to twist and wrap and spiral into strange patterns you've never quite noticed before. And you all enter into you've been going through these tunnels, and you are now entering into a strangely lit cavern, lit by glowing molds and mushrooms.
Oh, this is so pretty.
You guys said you liked my maps, and I haven't made one in a couple weeks, so
Oh, it's so pretty.
That is amazing.
I thought I would
Whoa.
return to the map making.
As somebody who is colorblind, this is amazing.
Bingo?
It's
Anyone have
pinks and
bingo?
purples and blues. Oh, bingo.
I did it for you, chat. I did it for you.
Uh-oh, it's capturing the wrong one.
No,
I'm gonna
capture
have
the
to,
right one.
I'm gonna have to fix that.
Is this the wrong map?
No, I mean
Oh,
my thing is
she's-
capturing.
Yeah, all her surprises are pink.
Yeah. I can't let you see my surprises. So
If you're not looking at your stream.
okay, so first I'm going to describe what you see, and then I'm going to fix it when the time is right. You enter this cavern, and J-Mitch, you wouldn't know this, but everyone else sees how beautifully colored it is. And it does seem different. Nicole, you feel a little itch at the back of your neck. Cora, you're totally bedazzled by the beauty of this place. And you see a pool.
Okay,
What is your question?
How long has passed since? Has it been 10 minutes?
It's been several hours.
Okay.
Which means Yaslin would probably remember now.
You're starting, Yaslin, it's all starting to come back to you a little bit.
Am I still shaking then?
Yes, you
How
are
much did
shaking
say?
for 2 days.
2 days. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, Cora starts heading towards the pool and just like
You see butterflies fluttering around the pool. And you see something shiny in the pool.
Reaches out and tries to grab Cora before she goes forward anymore.
okay.
It looks like
yeah.
looks like a shiny glinting piece of treasure is in the pool.
She's reaching for it, and Nicole is holding her back.
Kothar, as you're looking around, you notice several skeletons around the room that look like they have been shackled to the cavern walls. And they are slumped over like this. Just all around, like in a complete circle.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic. I'm just gonna...
All right, as you cast Detect Magic, Scarlet is going to fix the map so everyone else can see. Oh, and
Azura,
by the way,
has been
thank you,
hugging
DJ
behind.
James Dark Knight. Thank you so much for your raid. Welcome.
And Azira's been hiding behind Nicole basically this whole trip ever since we started moving because they're like the only, like they're super strong as well. So I've been like the cool shadow for the last.
J-Mitch has been hiding behind Anazir the entire trip because they're like super strong.
There's a little caravan of strength.
I'm just like,
I
And
believe
Yaslin-
Nicole is
Yaslin
actually
actually from-
fatigued because he hasn't eaten in a day.
Oh, you would? Do you guys
Oh.
not have jerky or anything?
no,
Hasn't
we
been eating.
no, he doesn't like
wa-
the.
he
They
didn't
don't like the food.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't touch anything.
Can I perception check? Like as he goes to restrain me, if I
What are you trying to figure out? And then
if I can sense if he's fatigued.
Kothar, I'm going to tell you what you see in a moment. Yes, you notice Nicole is hangry.
Sean for 1SD played this card.
Sean, what did you just play? Hold on. Fuck. hydrate. Everybody have a drink of what you are drinking. Cheers, everyone. Sean, thank you so much for
Yay.
using your loot card. I'm obsessed with these loot cards, guys. This is one of the coolest things I've ever added. I'm going to want all of your feedback on what types of cards we should have that encourage people to play them, but don't ruin the story, if you know what I mean.
You have a list?
Yeah.
Of what you've already got.
You can see it on
No,
my
a list
account.
of everything.
You can
Yeah.
see
You have a
Yeah,
list
see
of
it.
everything.
Exclamation. What was it called?
stream
list?
loots. You can see
Yeah.
what I already have, and then we can literally invent anything.
Yeah.
Oh, we can invent more
Yeah,
stuff. Okay.
it's I'd literally type it up. I literally can be like, Scarlet has to do 20 jumping jacks and then spit on the screen.
All right, you guys.
That
are
would
ready?
be
Yeah, add that right now. Can we add that right now?
For the other website.
FYI, Scarlet, your link only leads you to the site. Doesn't lead you to
Yeah.
your actual page.
Oh,
Right.
okay. I think that's because I wanted people to sign
Set up
up.
an account first.
Flaza.
So
Yeah, 'cause you just
easy,
need to
'cause
do
you can
slash
just-
your username. And your
Yeah, you can just do
Twitch,
see it?
connect to
just
Twitch.
sign up with your Twitch and then just type in Scarlet in the search function. And it pops
So
up. It's
Flaza,
easy.
don't remove the stream loots link, but could you add my my account
instructions?
link in addition to it? Like sign up here link, and then you can view all of the usable cards here link. I think that would be great. Flaza is so good at making commands. I had to reformat my
Flaza's
whole
the
computer and it reset everything in my chatbot, and Flaza went in. I made him a admin for my my chatbot, which is a third-party program. I'm not using Nightbot or anything. It's like a software that runs on my computer, and he fucking remade like every single one of my commands, and every day updates them. I don't even have to ask him. He's fucking king. Fucking king.
Go
It is
for it.
amazing.
Shout out Flaza.
Yeah, Flaza.
Yes,
Okay.
Flaza.
Guilty
So
blood.
Cora notices that Nicole is hangry, and also not as strong in restraining.
Cora just
You're
went
muted.
silent.
Yeah.
Sorry?
You just
just
I
cut
heard
out.
that last
you
time.
just cut out. You said,
Oh.
yeah, say all that again.
Okay. So she notices Nicole is hangry, and that he's not as strong in restraining her as he normally is, because she's quite used to it at this point. And so she's going to reach into her bag and pull out a good berry that she was saving, that Hemlock gave her.
The good berry is all like smushy and not as fresh as before, but how long
What
ago did you
is-
get this actually? As a question.
Sorry?
How long ago did you get the good berry?
However long since our last session.
2 days.
2 days. Okay. You get this good berry, Nicole, and it is covered in mold, which is your trigger.
I'm okay. Just gonna like very carefully hand it back to Cora.
Oh, look a bit yucky. Kothar? Can fix, have spell for fix, please?
I'm sorry, but I'm not Hemlock. Oh, wait. Let me see if I have something.
Can you purify?
Actually, no. I take out my scroll of Purify Food and Drink, and I cast it on the good berry.
Whoa.
Why are we wasting? Oh, all right.
Kothar.
Punches the screen. That is a bingo card.
Just Kothar's so okay. So Kothar casts detect magic, and what
I have Detect
Kothar
Magic in one hand and Purify in the other.
what Kothar has seen with detect magic is pretty horrifying. So he's
Oh.
very very locked in on what's going on, and he's like, "Yeah, scroll there, take the berry. I need to figure out what I'm seeing right now." Nicole, the berry goes. It goes like from moldy raisin to grape. Well, it's a mushroom. Wait, it's still a mushroom though.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, because it Hemlock flavors it as mushrooms.
Right.
Okay, I didn't know this.
I mean, you could
fine.
force feed him if you want.
Okay. So she's gonna,
Sparky
she's gonna go
says
back.
bingo. Ellie punched the air.
We will, Nicole. We will find something that you can stomach. I think in the meantime, it's
I'll be
better
fine
you ride on
in the
empty.
meantime. It's fine.
Lucius summons in Lumi to kind of go over and look at one of the skeletons and investigate, see.
Okay. So let's take care of these things one thing at a time. Nicole, are you eating the mushroom?
Grudgingly, yes.
Yeah, it pains you. You're like, oof. It's like watching somebody get their, like if you are grossed out by gore and watching someone have their nails slowly peeled off in front of you.
Okay.
Scarlet.
Sorry.
How is that eating food? And how is that comparable?
Because Nicole,
Also, this much of a warning.
No,
Hey,
well, like,
if you're grossed out by gore, this really graphic thing.
I'm so sorry. I don't.
It's fine. It's fine. I get it. All right.
Never mind. Sorry.
It's fine. It happened. He's eaten it. He's not. He's not happy.
Good. Cora passes it.
Integra played this card. Nakul gets bad breath from the mushrooms.
That's fine because he's gonna start like dry heaving after he's done it.
Great.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I thought saying it with my words would be less aggressive than watching it.
Okay, it's fine.
For the full visual, subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah. The reason I went to something so dramatic is because the phobia, the madness that Nicole's experiencing is similar to that. It's
100%.
like a wince, you know.
Or it's because she's very close to Nicole, is like, and then trying to like blow his bad breath smell away from her.
And Azira's trying to like rub his back, but like
Kotha.
her claws are still shaking, so they're like jittering across your back, like I'm patting you almost, but I'm
Yeah,
going like
this is not soothing. I'm blowing your breath back in your face, and Azira's like tapping
This is like
you.
the drunken party kids going at
Kothar.
trying to help.
You
Jameich is holding your hair back so you can vomit. It's
Yeah.
great. No. Jameich is actually Jameich goes up to Kothar and he goes, I can mage hand the object out of the lake if we need to.
Kothar is actually very distracted right now because Kothar just cast Detect Magic.
Right.
Yeah, what do I see? I've been waiting in anticipation this entire time.
You see, there is magical residue here. It is old. Something happened here a very long time ago, but its magical presence is still faintly kind of dissipated, like entropy has allowed it to just kind of resonate in the area. And it looks like a ritual had been cast here. You think that the figures you see chained to the walls were part of that ritual. And there's swirling residue permeating very faintly, so faint, from their chests, drifting slowly to the center of the cavern where there is a deep pool of gentle water. Like Kothar, or I know you've played Elden Ring. You know when you see a grace and you see the lights.
Oh, it's kind of like that thing.
Yeah, but very, very faint.
Do I detect magic coming from the center?
No, it was like leading to the center, but it feels like it was a very long time ago. And Lucius, when you're looking at these skeletons, they are bone dry, no remnants of anything fleshy or recent. So old that even any fungus that might have feasted on its flesh have long since died.
Kothar takes a moment to respond to Jameich, and he just turns, looks down, and says, I don't think you want to touch what's in there. That was the ritual site.
It's a
And I
ritual
think
site. What ritual?
I don't know, but considering where we are, it can't be good.
You're right. This place is dreary with demonic, creepy, cursed shit.
Kothar, this ritual, the magic is not demonic. And Nakul, you feel that itch. Are you okay?
No. He's covering his mouth.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that's
He's still covering his mouth.
too.
No, that's fine.
I feel so bad.
No, it's okay.
You just feel, Nakul, you feel the urge to bear arms. You feel like it's like a familiarity, but not. But yes, Shinebreaker feels warm in your hands.
He's gonna kind of pull Shinebreaker from his back and look to see if anything is happening to it.
You're looking at Shinebreaker?
Yep.
It feels like it's activating. Not in a sense like something new is happening, but like it's preparing.
Kothar says to Jamich, it's different than what we felt before. But I don't know to what extent.
Is there any way to stop it, or should we just get the fuck out of here?
Cora,
I don't think it's going on.
make
I think it's.
a perception with advantage.
I think it might be dormant.
Ooh.
I will add my mind to this roll.
Okay.
I think as long as we don't touch
It was a
anything, we
D4?
won't
Yes.
set anything off.
17.
It's
Oh,
not you I'm worried
18.
about. It's and
No,
I
it's hard.
turn back to Cora.
Kurtz, I'm gonna message you real quick.
Thank you, whoever granted me that dice roll as well. Thank you.
I would say that I hope Cora wouldn't go diving into strange pools, but it's a point.
Cora,
Mm-hmm.
your favored enemy lurks.
Okay. Can I investigate?
Wouldn't that be with advantage too? Because she already knows that it's there.
Well, I want to hear what she's gonna do first before I start handing out advantages willy-nilly.
Yeah. So, how does she receive this information? Like, does she just have that feeling, that
I'd
familiar
say
feeling?
as you're looking around, you see shinies, you start looking
Mhm.
around, you start noticing the shapes the fungus is making around you.
Mm-hmm.
Your hunter tracking instincts kick in. The way the soil is, the way, the strange and alien way the whorls and the rocks are shaped. This is not just a mindless prey. This is something powerful. And you start to feel like you're being watched.
Does she get a sense? So yeah, I want to investigate. I want to do a bit of tracking. I want to look at and like examine the swirls and the patterns that I see a little bit closer.
This bears evidence of the same types of entities that you have seen from afar in your past. Those entities that were collecting the black shiny rocks. Do you still have that black shiny rock with you?
I do.
You feel like eyes are on you now. You are being watched. And you feel like that rock is somewhat of a beacon.
Does do any of the stones, or from what I can tell from where I'm standing and looking into the water, is it a familiar shape or a familiar...
Make an investigation with advantage. Your eyes squint into the water. It is cloudy with like a bluish tint. But you notice there is a churning, circular, very gentle torrent in the center. Something is there. Something is watching you, and it doesn't want to be found. But you feel like it is violating your privacy. It is alerting something else.
How big is I guess I can get a pretty good sense of, just based on the scale of everything else. Okay. In the cave that we're in, when we entered, like, is there a way through, or is this just like a we?
There is a through. I forgot to put it on the map, but it would be around the...
Okay. And so does she get from this that we're being watched from the center or from a different source?
It's hard to tell, but it feels like it's connected. It feels like something in the center is noticing you and alerting or spying and sending that information elsewhere. And so you feel the eyes on you, you feel is from all around you, something powerful. And this is a sensory organ.
Yeah, go ahead, Katsu.
Oh, I was gonna ask if Scheinberger felt like it was preparing to fight, or like preparing as in like activating...
Preparing to fight.
Okay.
Scheinbreaker feels impelled to destroy the presence in this room.
Okay, so Cora's going to... She kind of looks at Nikul, who's got his hand on his staff, and she's gonna whisper,
Aberrations here. We are being watched from there.
She's gonna point to the water.
It ripples slightly.
Nikul is going to use Divine Sense to see if he detects anything.
Okay. What can you detect?
Celestials, fiends, or undead.
You do not sense the presence of any fiends other than the celestial presence of your Scheinbreaker, the fiendish presence of Kothar's mace, but nothing of that sort in this room. As Cora said, this has an otherworldly presence. Something that you feel keenly an enemy of.
Whatever it is, it shouldn't remain on this plane. So
Let's not know if down there is monster, or if down there send message
to monster?
If we break it or kill it, either the monster's dead or the monster's here.
How far down does it look, Scarlet?
It seems like about as deep as an Olympic pool. But the water is bright. It's like almost like it's being lit up, but everything around here feels like it's being lit up. There must be efflorescent molds inside of the pool resonating light, but it seems pretty deep. And as you look, there is something down there, a big surface. And as you look in, what looks to be like a black slit holding still suddenly jerks and faces you. It is an
Full casts.
enormous eye. And out from the pool bursts a creature. It has a single giant eye with many eye stalks around it. It has no mouth, though. It's nothing like you've ever seen before. It's similar to a beholder, but not quite. And it fixes its gaze. It looks and regards all of you. But it singles. Hold on, before you cast anything.
Sorry.
Not yet.
Doesn't matter. Okay, sorry.
I'll make y'all roll initiative. Don't worry.
Okay.
It focuses its eye on Nakul. And you hear a cutting voice in all of your heads. Tagistan! You will not return. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Whoa!
Combat? I didn't expect that.
Well, okay, but also I just wanted to bring attention to the time because and
We're not going to be able to do this tonight. No.
Okay.
We're just going to roll initiative.
And then leave us hanging for a week.
Yep. You guys took so long to get here. I thought we were going to cover this today, but
We did have a lot of fun role playing today.
Yeah, we did.
It was good roleplay.
Oh, I gotta roll my own initiative. That's right. Where is my initiative?
Are we rolling our own initiative?
if you want to, I can just roll ones who haven't rolled it yet.
It has been so long since I don't remember where initiative is.
know,
I found
know
it.
Booyah!
You can actually find it two
Cora.
places.
You can?
I was here like,
Yeah.
yo, man. Natural,
I think Court got it at 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Find
have
a
a lot more
utility
pluses than I do.
button.
Yeah.
30!
So many
30.
pluses.
So if you actually go to the initiative list, there's actually a dice there to roll as well if you haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, that's true. If you go into
Oh.
the combat, there's a big dice next to your name.
I did not
Yeah.
know that.
Also under utility, you can hit roll initiative if you have that
Wow.
little like bar.
Utility. Oh, fancy.
Ha!
I added a couple of buttons by accident, I think, the other day, and they probably don't do anything.
All right, we're going to pick up this battle next week. How do you guys feel about this length of time? Is it too short or is it okay?
This feels good.
This is nice.
Feels okay.
It's good.
I think we just
to
need to.
Be
Yeah.
a little bit
We'll
more
keep playing it
focused.
by ear, but yeah.
I've just
little
noticed the
ADD.
last several sessions, by the last hour, my eyes are bleeding and my head is throbbing, and I feel like I'm not serving you as a DM because my brain has been melted by that point.
To be fair, last week you had a pretty bad migraine.
That
as
lasted
well.
me an entire week. Today is the first day that I haven't been suffering from that. Just this lingering pain. It's been awful. And I feel so bad because I'm like, this is an important part of the game and I'm fucking not explaining things very well.
I'll let you know that it's not noticed by us. I doubt it's noticed by the audience as well. But I do think that making it an hour less, it definitely feels better.
Ours is one of the longer
we'll
ones.
play
Like
by
we
ear.
play a long
Mhm.
time, and other playthroughs I do on Twitch are usually like 2 hours. It's like 3 to 4 hours is average. We're doing like 5.5.
So you're
We do-
saying
we
we're
do
above
4,
average?
right?
We're
Yeah,
doing
we're
4.
above the
It's
national
five-
We do
average.
4.5.
5 to 9.5.
Slightly above the national. Yeah.
All right, next time on Out of the Abyss, will you survive?
Absolutely.
Will
Story
you
encounter.
survive?
I'm still in scaredy scat mode, right? Scaredy cat mode. Not
You're
scat mode.
tremoring. You're tremoring. Sorry for the graphic explanation. I was.
I feel
Okay,
like
I was just not expecting it.
I don't know why I didn't expect you. I don't know. I just saw all of you react. And I was like,
Okay.
shit, that was aggressive.
Well,
was-
for me,
it
it was
was
more
too
like
easy to
doing your
imagine.
your own fingernails or watching someone else.
It's like it's like
doesn't make it
when
any
Keep
better.
talking about
it's
it.
like when
Let's
somebody
So,
it's like when
anyways,
nobody
Strong
cuss, like
so
somebody doesn't
any-
cuss and then they suddenly like cuss. It's
yeah,
like, whoa,
it's like shocking.
you said a bad word.
So Out of the Abyss will be on Sunday, and then we're gonna be playing Castles and Crusades on Thursday, and we're playing Exalted Veils on Wednesday. It's a
Are
full.
you guys doing a normal session
It's a
next
day.
week? On
for
the
what?
4th?
What's on the
For
floor?
Out of the Abyss.
I think so.
It's
It's
Labor Day weekend.
Oh yeah, it's Labor Day weekend.
Oh.
Eh,
If you-
I'm fine.
Yeah, I was going to.
I'm fine.
I
I'm
guess
down
I'll-
like a
I-
clown,
I-
Charlie
Are you
Brown.
going out of town again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be in the mountains again.
Okay.
Shall we?
I
do
feel like
Golden
Sunday
Butters?
was a bad day for Adrian.
You know, I like honestly, kind of.
I see
But,
that.
Like, not
I see that.
really. Like normally I don't go anywhere. It's just the Memorial, 4th of July, and Labor Day are the only 3 weekends that I usually get to family cabins every year. So, and the fall is my busiest time. So like I have that Babes Ride Out trip in September, TwitchCon in October.
Oh, you're going to TwitchCon? Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I can't fucking go.
dude,
And I'm also going to TwitchCon, so I'll be out that weekend too.
Jelly,
Jelly.
but I have a fucking baby that I have to take care of.
Golden buzzers, real quick.
Yeah, let's do Golden
Yes.
Buzzers. and Azira.
Honestly, I want to give the Golden Buzzer to Retsu for that amazing, like, emotional moment that they had with Jameis when they were having, like, you know, like, to talk about, like, asking, you know, are you
Definitely.
all right? What's going on? Are you all right? Like, that was a really good emotional moment. So that
Okay.
goes to Retsu.
Cora?
I have so many people I want to give it to. It's not fair. So I would like to give my buzzer, and then I would like to very mention. Okay. I'm giving my golden buzzer to Pradix because I thought that was probably some of the most, like, role play that we've seen, and I thought it was really great. Kind of like think on your feet and react and challenge yourself in that as well, and it was a delight to watch.
Aww.
So that, and then I wanted to Buff because I thought that the way that you sort of invited some of these characters to have like those emotional role-playing moments, especially like some of our quieter players. I think that was really great that you sort of like initiated that.
JTC.
Yeah, I want to give it to Yaslin too, because that was nice being able to hear a little bit about Yaslin and her family.
Aww. Pradix.
I want to give it 10 to 0 just for that comment about the like another person to. What was the comment again?
Oh yeah,
About the marriage?
Yeah, steal the marriage away.
Maybe we
Marry
could.
one of us.
That drew, like, I did not know that was the ending of that sentence. You're like, maybe we could find Aeromachus and convince them to marry one of us. Like, that took me by such a surprise. I was like, find Aeromachus, convince them to marry one of us. Like, yeah, that had me rolling. So.
Yeah, I do also want to give everyone did amazing. Like, it was hard, but I just loved that comment so much.
Yo, honestly though, think of the drama if Hemlock managed to marry Maya Kaikos instead of Zuktmoy. Think of like the soap opera drama we could create from that.
Oh
What
no.
What if Hemlock absorbs them instead and then becomes the next like Myconid goddess?
I
Yeah,
feel like
Hemlock's the next
Oh, God.
Myconid goddess for sure.
Hemlock's on route to becoming an archfey, in my opinion.
Oh,
Very
absolutely.
much so.
Absolutely.
I love
Yeah.
it.
I just flicked I opened up the straw on my new thing and it flung a water drop right into my fucking eyeball. Lucius, who are you giving yours to?
Oh.
I'm giving mine to Buff. Just taking notice of how he kind of orchestrates and tries to like include other players and kind of keeps the narrative going. I really appreciate that.
Good
love
job. Buff?
Thank
He
you.
helps
Nick.
hurting cats.
I definitely didn't roll a dice for this. At random. No, it was a toss up between Karetsu and Yaslin, and Pradux and Nicole. 4 people, but 2 people at once. And I'm giving it to Yaslin for the amazing roleplay you did, especially when you're like, oh, I can talk like the talk to the wife scene, but then also like you wake up the next morning and you don't remember anything. That was cool. And I felt like the reactions were very genuine and very good role play. And then honorable mention to Nicole, who was just you saying like I'll try not to do that next time, and then James is like, but it's okay if you do, and you're like, not for me. I love that. I love that exchange. So that was cool.
No, cool.
Cora, for acting out and being the little sister that Nicole really wanted, and like watching over him and like making sure he's okay, and like feeding him even though
Yeah.
he really didn't want to eat.
Oof. All right. Pradux, you win the golden buzzer. Do you have a Streamloots account so I can give you a card?
I actually did just make one before.
Cool. I'm gonna
And
get you a
just using my
Ooh.
Twitch.
Yeah, sure. There you are.
I love that.
Send a hack. Da 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 da. Look how easy that was. I might make
Where's that?
inspiration a more common card because it's pretty rare and I'm still playtesting this. So you guys can give me feedback for this in the Discord. You guys did amazing. Next week, will you survive? Will you get answers? Will you find Hemlock? Who knows? But we do know that Anazir will always be hungry.
Yep.
This is
That
true.
is true. Though, since I'm not going to be here next week, if it helps, Anazir being scared, my plan was to use my disguise self tattoo that I got and hide as a rock instead of joining the fight.
Perfect. That's
Like one of the
exactly what's
crystals.
going to
That's
happen.
what you do.
That's what you do.
That's, like the moment the thing appears, disguise self. I am just a crystal in the path. A big crystal, but a crystal in the path.
Yes, that's
That
exactly
is
what's going to happen
great.
next week. All right, everybody. I love y'all. Have a good one. I'll see you next week. Except for some of you, I'll see you on Thursday. Goodbye.
Oh.